Hello.
Hello.
I've stolen you.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live, I think.
Oh, no way. You can
Got
have me
that
for
message, though.
5 minutes until my team's ready to draft.
Yeah, how's it feel to not be on the shadows?
Bro, I miss it so much. We're never gonna have a storyline like that again. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'll just derank the gold. It's chill.
Sorry, you just D-ranked to gold? You're in Barlow?
No, I'll do it.
I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you at Emerald 1 whenever you're ready. Such a fraud.
You nervous? Are you gonna do better this exit, bro?
What? Hey, hold on. My exit last time were fine.
Okay.
I played exactly the way I played the rest of the entire season.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you missing it already? Don't you wish you were on a team right now?
I'm itching right now, I gotta tell you.
All right, what exit team do you think is taking it today?
The ones that go all the way. I think.
Okay, elaborate on that.
The 3-0 is it's called. I think. Actually, I don't know the schedule because I actually haven't looked at it. But I think a pretty good chance to do well is it's called the Gunkers.
All right, I haven't looked at the rosters besides my own, so let me tap in.
The Gunkers have they have Bear, Sethi, Breadwater, Boy with Apples, and Silver Spade.
Interesting.
Breadwater is very hyped up.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. At least by Last Force, that's for sure.
So is Les Force coaching the Gunkers, or what's he doing now that you guys are all way too high elo for this?
He might be, and I think he's waiting to see the highest offer.
Yeah, I'll be paying you for my Haddle coaching, actually.
Yeah, just pick winning lanes.
Yeah,
just win the game.
5-roll counter pick, if you don't mind. Get some tanks.
Yeah, no big deal.
Having a peek at some of the rosters here. Did we talk about some of these logos?
What do you want to talk about?
Just some of them are interesting. I never noticed the little the little gambler meme where the guy is like almost reaching the diamonds and then he turns back because he's a fool.
Oh yeah. The
I think
miners
that's in the bottom of the miners logo.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That. It's kind of heat. I also just learned today that Amanda's my jungler, so that's
we did a little switch up. Yeah,
we might just win.
Yeah,
we might just
we
win
had my
the
sweep.
thing. But if anyone took one look at my OPGG, I don't think we're going to be winning it through mid, is all I'll say. I have a positive win rate on one champion.
Yeah, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, exactly. Really, that won't get insta-banned. What team is Jack not on a team?
No, he's
he
not
just
playing this season.
What the hell?
I know the shadows broke up, bro. It's so sad.
Why would he do this? I mean, you can never get something like that again. That was something special.
Amen. See if I can't add something here.
I went back down memory lane. Took a look at all the week 1 and 2 predictions, calling us frauds.
Yeah, what a throwback. I miss that shit.
God. So whoever is ranked 7th on the post-draft predictions, I'm putting my money on to win the whole season. Me personally.
Yeah.
Wait, are there 10 teams this season or 8 still? It's 10.
There's
Yeah, I
10
know it's
teams
not
this season.
draft.
There's a lot
I know
more.
it's not draft time yet, but who do you have going first round? What do you think it's going to be this time? Because last time it was all junglers.
Low key, I think it's gonna be you. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you insane?
Yeah, dude, I mean, you do
No,
popped
not
off too
like-
hard, bro.
No, like first.
That first
Who do
round
you
for pick. I think it's gonna be you.
You're insane. Stop that.
Yeah, I know.
I love you to
I'll
death,
put like
but
$5
that's-
on it, bro.
You'll put some bucks on it? I
I'm
won't.
so confident I am.
I won't. Because I know someone will get disillusioned by the little red trophy beside my name in the server and think, oh, that's surely a good pick. Little do they know. Okay, but do you think it's gonna be like what role do you think is like the critical one that's gonna get picked through first?
I kind of think jungler is gonna go again, but
I mean, makes wait, I'm listed as a Diamond 4 player. Let's be serious now. I can see it actually. I know we don't know the order, but there are also 3 mid captains. So is that the smallest pool is mid lane?
yeah, but there's a lot of good mid players, so
That's true. Hey, I don't know. I just show up here. I don't do any of this theory stuff. I
that's
show up
fair.
and play Zac. What's the first game you're spectating? Is it Howlers Bandits?
Yeah, we got the Howlers Bandits up.
All right, let's pull up those rosters. Okay, blind baseless prediction. Who do you have?
I know more of the Bandits than I do the Howlers, so I'm gonna go with Bandits.
I'm gonna go with whatever team is blue side. All right, Duo. I have to bid you adieu. I'm being
All right,
invited to a
good
lobby of
luck.
my own. Good luck on the cast. Have so much fun.
Thank you
And,
much.
Tell Jack I miss him dearly.
I will do with
Peace.
this. Peace. Where's Ren playing? Cowboys? While we're waiting for this game to start, we gotta show this. Shit, I can't do that. Looking like a good start. Thank you, Dex. Yeah, Bears playing today. Jack's gonna be coming later. Right now, it's the Bandits versus Howlers. Yeah, it's so funny. This little cutie's too big. Does that get down? Alright. Let me really scuff do this really fast. Hold on. Oh, Jack's back. Sorry. Hello?
Hey, Pookie.
What's up, cutie?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just living life large. You know how it goes.
I do. All right. Looks like draft has started. We got the Howlers and the Bandits. Two new teams.
Okay.
Let's see. Howlers is captained by Mewing Kitten.
Gotcha. I don't know.
I know them
I
from
don't
Be
know
All
that person.
Diamond.
Okay.
Oh my god, wait, there's animations on this? Mark popped off, bro. What the fuck? Hold up. I don't know what to do with myself.
Oh yeah, looks
Hold
like it's going well.
Dude, Mark popped off with this. Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, Mark cooked. Holy. So we've got a couple people returning. I think Dot is the only returner from season 1 of Haddle, right? On
Yes,
that roster
yes.
there, unless people have name changed.
Vacant Tech from Low Budget League. Who else is on there? Let me pull it up.
Noggin and Jakester.
Noggin from Milk. Jakester. Yeah, I think it should be Dot, but Dot's not playing today. It's Dell today.
All right, so a
that's a
full
sub.
team of newcomers.
Yeah. All new people. Bandits. We've got Jurith, God Alive from the Five Musketeers. Dakota from Team
Nice.
Volatility. Or Papa Dosh, rather. Healy Wheelie. I believe they're on a team. I don't know what team they're on, though. And LBS, yes. And then Dira from last season.
Healy Wheelie is near the Sid Large Rods.
Not perfect. Got everyone accounted for. Holy moly.
It's pretty crazy. What do you think is going to be different this into the second season? Like, what's changing from season 1 to season 2 for Haddle?
Well, the basic thing to say is fearless, which is true. But
Nice.
I think the addition of more teams is gonna shake things up more. A little bit longer season. And specifically
how
the it's called there won't be a mid season or it's called a new season update in the middle of it, which will shake things up. So I think we should see some more stability in the standings as a regular season goes through.
As opposed to one team dominating on both ends of the patch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, light work.
Are the like responsive Discord profile pictures in the draft thing on the LBLCS website?
No, I just added those.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy shit, we are fucking cooking.
No, that would have been awesome though.
I don't even know how we would do that, but I honestly don't know anything about coding or anything like that. All right, we've got Jinx Lulu for the blue side here. It's just like such a like
Yeah,
staple.
I think a chance
It's
to
like
look at the draft. Lots of Papa
Yeah.
Doge bands coming out.
Lots of Papa Doge bands coming out. Poor guy. The Ziggs Merchant.
A little
Um,
deserved. They pick a
deserved.
strong bot lane. B1, B2. Yeah, pretty strong picks on this side. They're just picking the good champions.
Yeah, which I mean, it's hard to go wrong with that. Just pick
That's a
champions
good
that are
strategy.
good.
That
We'll
Maokai
see.
could be flex, right? Or no, actually, it's
Oh,
jungle
that row
probably,
is
right?
fast lock. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how we feel about it because it's like you've got like it got sort of an odd comp here on the red side.
Yeah, they feel a little very picky, but
Yeah, but
not
Rel
too
is very
much.
team fighty, and
Yeah.
so it's like it's a little, and it might be comfort, and you can play Rel sort of picky, and you can play Ari and Maokai more team fighty, so it's might be fine. Then we're gonna see. Looks like top lane is getting banned, targeted by the bandits here.
Yeah, and that is Vacant Tech, I believe. Vacant Tech is a pretty good player. I have played against them and with them. They can definitely stand their ground.
It sort of explains why the bans are going in their direction. Then let's see here. We've got the York and the Aatrox bans. So they're strong lane champions. So I'm wondering if they're going to look for something that's sort of like maybe a better scaler or more tank or something like that. Something really like to help the team forward, or if they've got something juicy lined up. They have the red 5 available to them if they want.
That's true. That's true. They're still banning on mids, which is a little interesting on the side of blue. Do they realize that Ari's picked? Maybe they think that flex is real?
It's a crazy flex. Hui bot is a thing. Hui, yeah. Hui, would be
Oh,
Hui
yeah, that's a good
support,
point. Maybe I'm just old.
But I just don't. I
I
don't
hate
know why
mage
you would ever
bots.
pick Hui here. Like you're so AP heavy, no?
Yeah, I don't really see that. Especially when like Varus is up, where you can kind of get best of both worlds.
Yep. Yep.
If you did want AP. The best was gone. Is there a team? God Alive. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult being a caster now. I really don't think about what any of the players play.
Yeah, me
But
neither.
so like what do you even talk about?
I don't know. I feel like we could probably just like flirt.
Yeah, I think so
Like, that
too.
would be
Look at that! Look
good
at that
content.
Aurelia. I like that Aurelia pick.
Wow.
The God Alive's kind of it's got a blind Aurelia goes crazy. I respect it.
Blind really is certainly its choice, especially when you have red 5 available to you, and you're red 5ing 80
80
carry.
carry. Yeah, that feels really illegal. I'm
Red
not gonna
5
lie.
80 carry. I don't know who's the 80 carry on bandits.
Healy
Dot?
really.
Healy Wheelie. That is a greedy red 5 if I've ever seen it. There's no
Yeah.
reason to red 5 80 carry here. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? You have full vision of the team, bro. You've got fucking Jinx Lulu locked in. You know what's happening. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think if I was R5ing 80 carry either way, I just don't really want to play the game with this blue draft. I'd just be like, can we go next, guys?
Yeah, it's so tough.
Yeah, no, this looks evil. Let's see
Yeah.
what picks you. I mean, like, realistically, go Zeri. That's a really good pick. Ezreal, you won't really have damage, but you can rely on the Irelia to do that. Smolder would actually be pretty good here, I think, but
Anything
then
with
you,
mobility.
yeah, okay, maybe it's Irelia bot or Ari bot. If
Maybe.
there's a Silas covered. Oh, okay, I see on this. You can't see the hover.
I can't see the hover for you on your thing, but they locked it in, huh?
Yeah, they locked in the Silas. This is an interesting comp.
So would this be Ari Brel bot?
I mean, I guess. I mean, you could go Irelia here because you're really not.
We're cooking.
You could go Irelia or Silas here actually because the blue side bot lane probably won't punish you that bad.
Can you invite me to the lobby?
Yeah, I got you.
Yay! Game lobby is full.
What? Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on, I got you. All right, there you go.
Yay!
Yeah, Dira, this draft looks evil. I literally don't know where any of your champs are going, except for maybe Rel, I guess. But it should be a good game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty delicious. We've got a lot of spice coming in here, and this is exhibitions, right? So like this is where people really want to make yourself well known, and the bandits are certainly doing that at minimum with their draft.
Amen. Amen. If it's Rel mid, I will eat the cinnamon bun next to me.
You call me a cinnamon bun?
Yeah, bro.
So Silas looks like it's locked in top lane unless they weren't lined up when they.
Yeah, it looks like they are opting for the Malphite matchup, no matter what. Maybe there's an Irelia flex angle during the draft, but
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be pretty interesting seeing how this plays out, because the other thing is that with the Jinx, you have so much range in team fights. Then you have like 4 melees.
yeah, this is really a battle of like, what's it called? Like frontline protect the Jinx versus what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Although, if I'm seeing that correctly, the person who just locked in Ari's name is Charm Weaver. So, might just be like a comfort situation.
It looks good here. All right, who do you think takes this? Let's see.
I mean, I want to give it to the Jinx comp. I think that they have just like it's so since it's standard, like it's easier to play because you sort of like know exactly what's gonna happen, right? Like Malphite presses R, Fizz looks for an assassination somewhere. I don't know who Fizz assassinates, but he does something. And then it's sort of like a Jinx and Lulu situation. So it just feels like a much more simple to play comp. Whereas the red side comp, it brings a lot of spice, which means that not only does the opponent not necessarily know how to play against it, but if you're not familiar with playing a comp like this, or sort of like without a like standard AD carry, then you might be not necessarily sure what to do in a team fight, or what lane rotations to go, or how this matchup plays out. So I think it's a bit of a gamble from the red side, which I like. As you know, I'm a big fan of those like 50-50 fuck it, we ball kind of plays. But I think I'm going to lean to blue side here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Blue side's win condition is pretty straightforward. Protect the Jinx. Walk out enemy, kill them. And the red side win condition is maybe Prey or Hand Stiff, right?
Yeah.
I would opt for Prey, but
I mean, I think you can hand stiff pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, guess we'll see, huh?
I guess we are going to see.
Yeah, just chilling for 2 minutes for the delay.
Mm-hmm. So we've got, let's see here. Let's see here, the returning players. So we've only got a few, and not as many as I expected.
Yeah, we also have more teams, so there's 10 more players, but I think roughly more than half of the players now are new.
Yeah. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like really not a whole lot of new players here. Or sorry, a whole lot of returning players here, which means that there's a lot of like sort of quote unquote like unknown variables, right? Like you don't necessarily have a lot of information about what these people are like in a draft league environment, whereas you might be able to like talk to former teammates or just like look at the VODs from last season to get a sense of it. Because that's sort of the thing with draft leagues, right? Is like you're getting a bunch of people and you're not gonna know all of them because it's
Yep.
not pre-made. So
Like some of them, some of the AD carries might lock Ari ADC.
some of them might choose to lock Ari ADC, which is certainly a choice that somebody could choose to make should they want to. But given that this person's name is Charmweaver420, I have a sneaking
Yeah,
suspicion
I would
that
trust
that's going to
them.
be the kind of thing that they do.
Well, I mean, Papa Doge can play AD mid, so it's not the end of the world.
True.
If you are a mage mid player, pray you don't have this player.
Otherwise, you're just mage. And then somebody
Yeah,
launches
you really want
hard and
solo
you have
AP
a bad
if
day.
you're going mage bot, I think.
Which, like, we have the Silas here, so they don't necessarily have that option. So I think it's going to be really hard for Ari to kill pretty much anybody that's not named Jinx. And it's going to be hard for her to kill Jinx because she has a Lulu.
Yeah, it looks like Jinzhao might be Thanos of Scam.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see. It really
So
depends on
we'll
how
see
this
what
early game's gonna go.
Oh, yeah. If Ari can get ahead and just, like, be able to, like, pick people off and, like, one combo them, then I think it's, like, the game is so straightforward for that team to play.
For sure.
But if that doesn't happen, then it's a bit tougher.
Yeah, lane's suck a little early for Zen, but bot lane can get Prado pretty easily because it's Jinx Lulu. Fizz, I think you can kind of like. I don't know this matchup too well. It's not very common, but I don't imagine Fizz is gonna get out bullied.
That's a 2.8 million mastery point Maokai and a 1 million mastery point Fizz.
Okay, this might just be a game of the comfort picks.
I'm pretty sure
I
I went
kinda thought
comfort
with it.
in exibs as well. Like I just asked for like Thresh Nautilus or something like that. No, I took Seraphine once. Remember that shit? Oh my lord, what the hell?
That
was
was
I
so funny. We're going crazy.
I was like, this is what I want people to look at when they're just thinking about whether or not they want me on a team, and I picked an enchanter.
All right, did you
Actually,
realistically
Grease, my fucking
think?
stock.
Did you realistically think you were gonna be on any other team but mine?
No, not really. I like the only reason that would have happened is if like somebody decided to be like, and I think like the only person I thought might do it would have been Bear, and I think I DM'd them and was like, if you kick me away from duo, I will soft int your entire season.
Did you know that's also what Cyclic did?
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
That's so funny.
All right, we've got things coming in here. What time are you at?
I'm loading. My computer's broke. My computer's slow. Apologize.
Let me know when you're in, and then I'll.
Sounds good.
And I'll play by play and you color. Holy moly!
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Where'd my time go?
What time you at?
I'm at 25. How about you?
I'm speeding up to there. Where you at now?
I'm at 25.
Okay, I'll go to 25 then. Okay, you can hit play.
Let's go.
All right, we have
Oh, well,
oh my
I
god, a flash in the
fixed
bot
this.
lane here from the Rel. Meowing Kitten stops to start typing, but the flash
Oh
from
my
Charmweaver
God.
here is able to get enough for first blood. Over
This
to
is the
2.8
kind of
million
volatility
mastery
they
point
want.
Maokai. Wow,
This is what
that's
they need.
exactly that's exactly what they need to have happen.
I love it.
Pig fuck bastard is the chat from Mewing Kitten 4 here. which is sort of what I expect from a Lulu player.
God will smite you down. All right, let's. You know, we pulled this exact thing off against Muting Kitten like last week, but
Really?
it was a Valve Index gen that died because she was eating cereal.
Oh, unlucky.
Oopsies, my bad.
Looks like no funky lane swaps between top and mid or top and bot, so fairly standard start here. Oh, Papa Doge getting a pretty nice trade there. Off onto Jakester.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame the kill went on to Maokai. Any other character
Yeah.
would have been really high priority.
I got the early cloak though, so that's not nothing. Or early cloth.
Do you think it's gonna help when they eventually meet at Crab?
Yeah, a little help with the Zinzao. A little less so with the Fizz and the Maokai. Or the fight. What's this top lane matchup like? I don't really know anything about it.
It's pretty doom. It's pretty doomer. I'm not gonna lie.
Doomer for...
For the Malphite. I think you just lose at every stage of the game, unless the Silas is like really bad.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens. T5M got alive. She said this is the Five Musketeers top laner. Five Musketeers, historically relevant team in the low-budget LCS over on that side of the fence. So certainly part of that puzzle there. With a little bit of a trade coming in here. It looks like it's going to go the way of Vacant Tech, though, who has admittedly a much smaller mana pool now.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, it's
Oh,
still
wait a
going. It's
minute.
still going. Oh, the flash forward. Oh, the Vacant Tech with the
Beautiful.
solo kill. Just
Solo
as we were talking
bolo.
about how doomer it was for Malphite, Vacant Tech says, fuck that shit.
I guess I don't know shit. My bad.
Yes, I guess didn't know ball like
I'm
that.
not. I'm not a knower. Yeah. I guess
Looks like
after
it's gonna
level
be a
6 though, it's probably
3v3
hard.
down here.
Ooh.
Except it's not going to be a 3v3 down here because they didn't do shit.
Yeah, he's pushed up pretty
Boring.
far.
Naga not able to get that counter gank off because Jurith didn't even get the gank off. So hard to counter gank a gank that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Nice
but
flash forward here.
Jareth is gonna get both of the crabs, so it's really all they want. Oh, mama!
Oh my lord!
Wait, they're
Mewing
cooking.
Kitten goes down to Meow Muffins. There's a lot of meowing down in the bot lane here. And there's definitely one dead character.
Yeah, this amount of
Papa Doge
action is
looking for
exactly what they
Tower
want.
dive here. Holy moly, this game is action-packed.
Yeah, Drox, this is prime Haddle. You're missing out.
Comet happened there. Comet poke is looking pretty juicy. Oh, a bit of a thing down happening here in the bot lane. Mewing Kitten goes down again and falls to 0-3. But that's 2 kills over to Meow Muffin, so I think it's just like anger that somebody has a similar name to them and it's really taking out that situation. But that Arirel bot lane is looking
Yeah,
to
that's
be
fair.
pretty lethal. Oh my god, Vacant Tech with the Unstoppable Force in and is able to pick up a second solo kill as Charmweaver TPs back to bot lane, only to meet the traps. Oh my god, Meow
Oh, I
Muffins
love the
goes
aggression.
again. Holy shit, is going to die for it though. Lil Dell picking up a kill on the return, which is sort of exactly what this comp needs. They need some gold onto that Jinx,
Yeah.
who is really struggling down here.
Yeah, Deer with the hunger. I really respect that. I don't think it would have been game ending though if they got that kill, because you're gonna trade the realm no matter what.
Is Meow Muffins Dira?
Yeah, it was Deer.
Quite a name. Well, the charm goes wide
Deer
from
goes crazy.
Charmweaver, weaved right in between the two opponents there for a nice little field goal, but no connection with the damage.
Yeah, it looks like Ari wins the trade really hard with the minions. Oh, oh my
And
god,
is
this
probably
lane
gonna
looks
pick up
so
a second
over.
solo. Oh my god, dude. Mew and Kitten is taking some questionable paths forward here. Sort of looks like me playing an enchanter, you know?
Yeah, you gotta go in.
Yeah. You gotta play that like an engaged champ.
Respect.
I don't care what champ it is. Mew and Kitten is going to be in a dangerous location. Meowmuff, Adira going in here with the jump forward. Noggin is not able to make something happen on the backside there. Charmweaver able to get stick of it. Oh my god, that tower shot was fucking insane. Wind becomes lightning, able to connect on the backside as a trade is happening here in the mid lane. Papa Doge looking forward with the stun. And with this, with the ults going down, Jakester flashing away. Papa Doge flashing in return and is able to pick up that kill and
Papa Doge
ends
barely
up
living.
living. Holy moly. Not to be outdone, there's action happening here in the top lane. God Alive is taking the worst end of a trade from Vacant Tech, who says, you know what, you've had enough, and I'm going to walk away now.
Yeah, Malphite with the 2 kills. Let's go. This matchup still feels pretty bad, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Never
I don't know
mind.
about that. The Unstoppable Force
He
goes
did
forward.
not react to that.
Vacant Tech looks for another solo kill and is able to find it. They have half of their team's kills. Noggin walking forward a little bit here, getting snared up, stunned up, charmed up, and put down into the grave. This looks like a clean dragon here for red side. which
Yeah,
are
the bandits are in the
bandits.
Howlers' heads. They're just forcing bad fight after bad fight. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Papa Doge is just bullying Jakester away from this dragon, letting Jurith take that uncontested.
Or forcing the Howlers to go in the bad fights. Rather.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Meowing Kitten is going to go down again. They just walking up
Oh
too far,
my.
getting this, and is pinging themselves. Less time pinging, more time positioning, methinks.
Yeah, I gotta write that one down.
All right.
I think the story of this game is really going to be like if the bandits can get a good side lane going. It looks
Yeah,
they're
the
off
Bandits
to
are
a
able to
very
get something
strong.
really happening in the side lane. The thing is that like the Silas going down a lot to this Malphite here is going to make that particularly tough. Irelia has a pretty good side lane, but if Malphite is able to just like beat her up, then it's really hard. It's looking like this is going to turn into a 5v4 pretty quickly for the side of bandits who are going in. The Malphite ult going down, all the ultimates going down, and all of the players on the side of the Howlers going down. The Jinx Rocket able to pick up a kill on the backside there. Vacant Tech, the only one of their team left alive, flashing over the wall to try to get away. The chain, the Abscond Abduct connects, and Charmweaver able to pick up a killing spree as Lil Del watches their whole team get wiped away. And saying,
A little
"Guys,
too
be
early,
still."
a little too far. Before anything happens, Lulu gets caught out, and Malphite doesn't have ult for another like 10 seconds. All they had to do was wait.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate there. This game is looking really hard for the Howlers to get back into.
That's true, but they do scale well. It's just all these fights are gonna seem really, really hard.
Yeah, with the really fed like a fed Ahri, like sure, right? Like, but that's a little bit easier for Lulu to peel. A fed Irelia, however, is going to be particularly difficult. Picking up those Merc treads there to try to reduce the amount of CC interruption. As Jakester potentially looking for a dive here onto God Alive with Vacant Tech, who goes for with the Unstoppable Force. It's flash away by God Alive, who was able to use the Abscond Abduct to try to get forward. Oh my god, something happening down in the bot lane. God Alive is barely alive. Jakester gets knocked up underneath the turret. Jurith looking for a second kill there to put themselves up to 4 kills. God Alive escapes barely with their life. Mew and Kitten, however, might not be so lucky and just ends up getting so. The wind becomes
God, this is a
lightning, not
bandit's
panic.
wet dream.
This is crazy. I mean, that was a good read from Jurith there, who I think maybe saw Jakester take the Blast Cone over into the Krugs. But yeah. I'm going to be... slowly, you're going to hear that I've learned more ability names as we go through this game.
Though I don't know
So
any.
like Aurelia's ult is Vanguard's Edge. That I know now. Wind becomes lightning, everybody knows. If you watch an LBLCS stream, it seems like every streamer knows Wind becomes lightning and calls it out.
Oh yeah, it's a JW. It's just pretty neutral gameplay. Looks like things are slowing down a lot.
Which is sort of what the Howlers really need here. Their win condition is the Jinx, right? Whenever there's a Jinx in the game is just never lost. Looks like God Alive is able to spot out this gank with a well-placed pink ward here. Papa Doge looking forward, but Jakester with the playful Trickster able to get away. See?
He's gonna shove the wave.
Actually, that one I knew. That one I knew.
You know, if you asked me for it, I probably could tell you that, but not like off the top of my head.
Sometimes they just like they come to me here.
Trivia Master. Ooh, a little bit of a bad trade, but shouldn't really matter here.
Yeah, Jakester's trying to make something happen. Mewing Kitten looks like was just
Having
forced to flash away down here. Papa Doge connects the stun, gets polymorphed up. Jakester not able to make something happen here, but holy moly, the scrap you can feel. Mewing Kitten
playing with fire.
Walking forward again.
I love this. 5 deaths. They're playing. They're getting
not
that pressure.
Not worth a whole lot of gold anymore, so may as well treat yourself as like a free walk forward situation. However, Charmweaver is coming up here, maybe able to get Mewing Kitten, who doesn't have the flash, is able to dodge away from the Charm. The Orb of Deception goes wide. Vanguard's Edge comes through, is able to connect that. Mewing Kitten goes down again. And
Charm whiffed.
Jakester ends up rooted up by the Malphite ulti, the Spirit Rush, able to get Charmweaver away to safety. Noggin with the Crescent Guard, able to nullify a lot of the damage from the side of Bandits and keep themselves alive. But looks like
that bounty would have been so nice.
Right.
It's a 350 bounty on Arya.
Yeah, that's pretty juicy. Starting up the dragon here. Noggin walking in a little bit aggressively here. Papa Doge with the stun coming through is just going to be able to melt them down. Mewing Kitten finds themselves in the grave again.
So they have to give up the kills and the objectives. So sad. Once let's go. Once Jinx has 2 items, these fights might be a little more playable. But judging how the team is positioning, I don't think we're gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's ever gonna happen. I think the late game is you know the tilt call in chat right now is don't worry guys, we scale. The problem is that you need to actually get to the point where you scale.
Yeah. Papa Doge getting revenge for the Karate Kids last week against Mewing Kitten. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean you gotta appreciate the history that these players have, right? A lot of these players coming in from the LBLCS, but a lot not. And sort of become unknown variables and lots of storylines that we can sort of dive into as the season progresses.
Yeah, Mewing Kitten cursing the bandits. I wonder how that's going to turn out.
Well...
Oh yeah, Dira and Mewing Kitten are on the same team.
Despite taking the brunt end of that lance throughout the laning phase.
On the oh wait a minute.
Lil Del able to flash away. The charm goes wide. The Magnet Storm coming down. Vanguard's Edge able to connect onto both Lil Del and Mewing Kitten, who is able to pick up a kill on the backside onto Charmweaver there. But it's not enough. It's a 1 for 2.
They lined up. That was so close. If they lived for like 2 more seconds, they might have gotten another trade kill.
Absolutely. Noggin and Jakester, however, want to try to make something happen here. It's going to be a 2v2 with the Nature's Grasp coming in onto Vacant Tech in the top lane, able to root them up. Noggin dodging forward. The Playful Trickster able to come through and nullify a lot of the damage. Fizz able to pick up a shutdown onto Irelia there. Vacant Tech is going to drop here. The Abduct comes through and is able to connect. Jakester jumping over the wall. The wind becomes lightning, connecting. Meow Muffins, aka Dira, is finding themselves in a tough situation, but picks up the rose on the way out, which their team can appreciate.
Yeah, not too awesome. Red team doesn't have pretty much anything left, so I think they cannot take this Rift Herald.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough take for the Rift Herald here. However, Jurth wants it. Mewing Kitten spotted it out, but it looks like Howlers are just not in a position to contest it.
Yeah, I respect that. You guys got one good fight. You don't want to overheat, fight every objective.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if it's Shadows, we're definitely finding that, but...
Oh yeah, we're fighting that 100% of the time. We are inexplicably winning it as Charmweaver, the charm gets hit by into the little chicken there, mewing kitten, saved by the chicks.
Oh, nice angle.
Except decided to walk forward anyway. The wild growth coming through to save them.
Yeah, but they got the cannon, so like low-key worth.
I mean, the cannon for ult, like ults come back, cannons just die. Noggin, the wind becomes lightning, connecting onto Meow Muffins here. Has the option to jump in with the ability whose name I don't know. However, the Flawless Duet coming out here goes wide. The Ferromancy Crashdown also goes wide, and the Blast Code takes Noggin to safety.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to play off each other, and neither one wanted to hit first.
And it seems like if neither one of them could hit first, neither one of them could hit second either. The Hex Flash coming through.
He had recall.
Crashdown coming through here. The Flawless Duet able to pick the stun up. However, the Crescent Guard keeps Noggin safe for now. Charmweaver looking forward with the Spirit Rush. What's going to happen down there? Mewing Kitten going low once again. The Zap comes through, able to pick something up. Charmweaver with the Orb of Deception able to get away with the Spirit Rush. Papa Doge dodging forward. Flawless Duet goes wide on both targets. Field goal. However, the Wind becomes lightning, able to pick up the kill there. Vacant Tech versus God Alive here. It's looking spicy. Nature's Grasp coming through. We go back to top lane.
Oh my god, Vacant
See
is
what happens. The
running
Comet
this
able
lane.
to come through. Vacant trying to make something happen. The Kingslayer comes through, able
so
to keep
close.
God alive for a little bit longer, and is able to find them with the Chain Lash.
Nice try. I would have went for that too.
Yeah, me too.
Just for the rock.
What a game.
Yeah, this is really bloody.
Really
What is
bloody.
this, like,
What,
35 kills?
at 18 minutes? It's like 3 kills a minute.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No, it's 2 kills. It's like 2.5 kills a minute. I
It's
can
like,
math.
maybe like 20 kills a minute.
Mind you, I teach math.
That's a good subject to teach.
Research statistics.
Imagine interpreting numbers though.
Yeah. Little Dell might find themselves in a bit of an awkward position here. Gets pinged away just in time. Jurith looking forward with the sapling toss.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of mayhem. Mewing Kitten decides to take that out. Noggin in a bit of a tricky situation here. Papa Doge also looking for the kill. However, the Blast Cone is enough to get him away.
Yeah, they're gonna have to give up all that space. There's no vision, and nobody wants to walk up. They can't really walk together either. Nowhere is really
No.
safe.
No, nowhere is safe for these Howlers who are finding themselves doubled in their kill count by their opponents. Charmweaver going forward with the Spirit Rush. The Charm ends up connecting. The Wild Growth
Great
able
charm.
to keep Lil Del alive. This is exactly the fight that the Howlers need. Meow Muffin's getting locked up, able to take down Mewing Kitten. What else is new? Lil Del going forward is going to get locked up by the Nature's Grasp, but is able to find him with another kill with the Super Mega Death Rocket. That is 2 kills onto the win condition for the Howlers, as Jurith takes the Herald for a little bit of a drive.
A little bit of a misstep. There's too many people on the blue team in that bush.
A little overhitting is good for the soul.
Yeah, I agree.
Mewing Kitten. Every death on me just makes me stronger. We'll see about that. Jakester getting locked up with the Flawless Duet here. Papa Doge able to find a tier 2 turret all for themselves. That's a
Jakester
lot
don't
of
want
gold.
none of the smoke. Yeah, let's see how it goes looking. There's 3K disadvantage on the blue team. But it looks like it's mainly mid and
Yeah,
support.
mid lane is pretty tough.
Every other lane's pretty even. It's like a 400 gold difference between the top laners.
It's pretty even. I mean, that sort of reflects like what we see. A lot of back and forth here. The matchup initially going the way of Vacant Tech with some pretty good lane play. However, the matchup, the champion diff is just coming in for God Alive. Who's really having a getting their revenge here. Meow Muffin's going forward. The land's coming through. The Charm is missing. Mewing Kitten 4 being able to use the Wild Growth on themselves to keep themselves alive. Chum the Waters is found onto Charmweaver, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Papa Doge teleporting in just to get tapped up by the Zap.
They're giving up the bot lane here, and Malphite can make it anyways. So I think this is an overall loss for the Bandits, but we'll see how this fight turns out.
We will indeed. The zap goes wide. Nagan able to not make him. Jakester looking
Oh
for the
my
kill.
God.
Holy mother of God is able to find a kill there and goes golden. Nagan, the wind becomes lightning, is rooted up. Nature's Grasp comes through. Jakester falls. But it looks like the Howlers have the opportunity to win this fight and take the objective. Noggin getting stunned up. Papa Doge knocked back into the team by the Crescent Guard. Lil Del able to find a kill here, able to find a second kill. They have gotten excited, and they're going to use that excitement to take down Otacon and start swinging the gold in their favor.
Yeah, the entire gold lead's pretty much gone. Yeah, this looks pretty bad.
Looks pretty bad indeed. Like you said, you know, can really never count the Jinx out. And it's really just a couple of misplays, a couple of overheats from the side of the Bandits, giving gold into the pockets of Lil Del, who is using that gold super effectively. Noggin trying to take some stuff here. Might want to smite it. Indeed smites it. Takes the Blast Cone to safety. The heist is complete.
Yeah, I just want to praise Jakester there. He found the winning condition for that fight super well. Already having to use ult already was pretty rough, but him finding the angle to kill Ari, like, pretty much won them that fight.
Yeah,
Ari
I
has
did
like
not
all the
expect
gold
him
on
to
their
be able
team.
to take her down from half, like with 2 spells. That was insane.
Yeah, the Sylas does not do much damage. Should be a fine thing. It's just a little rough if your Ari's gone.
Indeed, a little bit rough if your Ari's gone. And I really just wasn't able to make something happen. You saw like where this, like the peel from the side of Howlers comes in there, the Crescent Guard plus the Lulu, you know, shielding and all that kind of fun stuff. Really made it difficult for Papa Doge to be able to find the angle onto Lil Del there, who went pretty low. I think maybe a quarter HP. But the kill went down onto Papa Doge, and they were able to use that excitement to take Jareth down. And Meow Muffin's is a rel against the world, and that's not exactly a fight you want to take.
Yeah, for sure. Blue team does not have a lot of vision here.
No, they don't, and it looks like the Bandits are going to try to make that happen. The Crashdown Magnastorm combo comes through onto 4. Noggin trying to make something happen. Charmweaver able to pick up the trauma to Lil Del. The Vanguard's Edge comes through. Lil Del goes down. This fight is looking so good for the Bandits, who are just trying to clean up the crew. Jakester goes golden. Noggin is going down. Jareth is looking really low. Noggin not able to make themselves stay alive, except maybe a little bit.
Wait, they're like
almost
winning?
happened.
What?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
What the fuck's going on?
Jakester could potentially turn this around.
Wait a minute.
Able to dodge away from God Alive,
Oh.
but the heal comes through from the Kingslayer for God Alive, who stays alive and is able to pick up the ace with the help of Jareth. But that fight was looking so good for Bandits, and then all of a sudden so good for Howlers, and then it ended up in the favor of Bandits again. That is crazy.
I am loving this first match of HODL. This is going crazy.
That is going insane. It was such a clutch charm from Charmweaver.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
onto
hit.
Lil Del
Oh.
there. Oh, close.
Did not even notice that. That was a good try, though.
And I think that's the thing, right? Like, I think Lulu is going Mikhail's, which is good. Will she be alive to use it? Yet to be determined.
Yeah, that's a good point. It definitely makes Ari's life a lot harder. Cleanse and Mikhail's is a little tough to play against. But they do have the Ocean Soul, so these fights theoretically should be a lot easier to play if you're the Bandits.
100%. And I mean, like, that's exactly what the Howlers want to do, right? Like, they want to try to keep that Jinx alive. Noggin is going to find themselves in the crash down there as the Flawless Duet comes thugh to stun them up. Noggin is trying to jump forward, goes onto Charmweaver. Lil Del is getting caught by the Vanguard's Edge. Mew and Kitten decides to run away. Noggin is looking for the strike, for the return here, but the Nature's Grasp is coming through. Meow Muffin's able to find a Shattering Strike onto Vacant Tech, who is going to go down. The Unstoppable Force happens, but the hijacks Unstoppable Force, able to find 3 on the backside. God Alive able to take enough of those HP bars down to secure that tower and starts looking for the Baron.
Yeah, and it looks like the Bandits didn't even take any amount of damage that fight.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The Ocean Soul doing work.
Ruffian saying we'll just sacrifice the Jinx for fun. That is apparently the game plan here.
Yeah, I personally like to play with high death bot lanes. It means they're interacting a lot more in the game.
Well, it makes sense why we worked so well together. I have the most deaths in LVLCS.
Oh, the double TP.
Oh my god. Noggin able to find the tower, however the double TP is coming through.
You know,
So fun.
I'm gonna say word.
Resets coming through here for the Bandits, who are looking to try to close out this game.
Yeah, they've got every tool in the work belt. It's really hard for Howlers to do anything at this point, to be honest. But they have Jinx, a 3-item Jinx with Mikhail, so the angle is there.
Right. So there's a chance that something happens. What will that something be? It's to be determined. May have already been determined.
Yeah, it might. This might just call for $100 on red. At the roulette table.
Of course.
Yeah. I would never bet on a auto game. I love these players too much.
I would. Love is love, but like, you know, money.
Oh, look at the Muffin.
Oh my god, the unstoppable force comes through onto God Alive, who is forced to flash away. Vacant
And then
Tech and
he
Jake are
healed.
potentially looking for something, but just not able to make anything connect, as the siege is still coming through from the side of the Bandits, using those Baroned up minions to try to make something happen. Noggin sort of against the world here, as this tower is under threat by Papa Doge, who's able to pick it up and expose that inhibitor. As the mid lane inhibitor tower also goes down, it seems like in terms of picking which tower to defend, they decided to defend neither.
Yeah, it's looks like everything. It's called. Looks like the Howlers are just gonna bleed out here. Losing every objective. Oh, wait a minute.
Charm coming through onto Noggin, who
Oh,
flashes
Vivo.
forward and keeps trying to go through. Jakester trying to chum the waters onto Charmweaver, who goes golden. Noggin is looking very, very low here, trying to keep themselves alive, but is not able to do it. Jakester turning back around, trying to look for this fight. Somewhere on the backside, there's probably a Jinx. Papa Doge just looking with Meow Muffins onto the Jinx. The Dragon
great
Mancy
look
crash
here.
down in the Magnustorm combo. The Flawless Duet comes through. Both Lulu and Jinx go down. It is Vacant Tech against the world, against the Baroned up minions, against the hijacked of his own ultimate, falls down, and that is going to be Bandits taking the first exhibitional game on the High Alert GG Haddle Season 2 stream.
It wasn't a full moon. Unlucky. All right. Let's see who we got next on the docket.
I don't know.
Very exciting.
Want to watch a former Shadow.
Black Widows versus Checkmates. Yeah, we're gonna see Unkindness play. Unkindness and Amanda actually.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Any takeaways from that match?
Well, there's takeaways.
Any good takeaways?
Vacant Tech in a rough matchup was able to really find 3 solo kills or something like that, and that's notable, right? Like if you're put
Yeah,
in
bro's
that
popping off.
situation, you know, you want a top laner who you're able to just sort of put in that situation and be able to trust that they'll hand stiff. Sometimes it wins you a league. So I think that's a pretty important thing to look at there. Dira was able to find a lot happening in the bot lane, but I'm not sure if that was just sort of like mispositioning from the side of the Howlers there. But I think plenty of good information that captains can use in their draft choices.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of those players are that's called new to the league. This is perfect. I love all the action that went on in that game. A lot of fighting, and certainly interesting draft strategy. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it paid off, you know.
Oops. Okay, well, while we're waiting for this next lobby to get all set up, we get some water.
Well, I don't have title change privileges, and I don't know if Duo has title change privileges. So that one's not on me.
All right, back. Had to
Welcome
change some
back.
stuff. Excited for this match. There's a lot of familiar faces.
I think it's gonna
Guest
be
appearance
interesting.
from Zelius.
Yes, indeed. Who is
I
a
think
goat?
he's mid.
I think he's playing AD here.
Did he play AD last game? Let me see.
I don't know.
I thought he was a mid sub. I think Valve was AD.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let me see their last game.
Full Metal's support. Yeah. Okay. All right. Everything's making sense now.
All right, so Black Widows beat the Miners.
Mhm.
And then let's see, how did the Checkmates do? And Checkmates beat the Firelights. So
So
both
these
these
are two
teams are
that
1-0.
are up 1-0. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like both these teams did kind of standard comps, so maybe nothing spicy this match though. We did see
Yeah,
an
I think
Urgot from Slippy, so that's pretty exciting.
That's a pretty spicy pick there.
And Vel'Koz support, yeah, but from middle. I fucks with it.
I fucks with it too. Vel'Koz support, one of the most annoying supports to play against for sure.
Yeah, that one's like that one's a skill match. Whatever matchup it is, it's a skill thing.
Whatever it is.
Like, I hate playing against Vel'Koz support as 80. It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. And it's just like it's one of those things where like if you know that somebody plays it and plays it well, then it makes it so hard because it can just fuck you up so bad. And it looks like it was really effective versus the Miners.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if these teams, both these teams, looks like they're already in a groove. Excited to get into it. I think we're right. I think we started draft.
So draft goes live here. Lulu potentially the first ban from the Black Widows here. It is
Yeah, my
ending
first
the-
impression of Cyclic was actually them being a like Lulu one trick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we played them last season, we basically just like banned like Lulu Janna.
Yeah, that was our only plan. I'm pretty sure too.
That was all we had. We banned Lulu Janna, and then we were like, so what should we ban third?
Funny.
So we'll see if the Janna ban comes through here. Callista is the second ban up into D Ryan.
Yeah,
Braum ban coming through sort of telegraphs a bit of like an engaged look from the checkmates here.
A little respect ban on the Tristana from the checkmates. Zelius is a top Tristana at the server. And they probably just don't want to deal with that flex, because I believe Valve Index has played it.
And flex picks can be pretty potent. Can really just sort of shake up draft. A little overhyped, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, true. Ooh, the Garen ban from the checkmates.
Wow, that's a lot of respect over to Slippy there.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, no blind Garen, thanks.
Maybe they just did it to watch Garen spin. I'm not sure.
Yeah, or maybe King of Spades has a blind matchup he doesn't like against Garen. That's something you can think about. Caitlyn B1 is tried and true.
Tried and true. Wins you a season.
Amen. Until you get bored of it and then never pick it again. Yeah, it looks like bot lane. They want a strong bot lane here. Okay.
Ooh.
Looks like they're going to get it.
Oh.
Lucian Nami.
Lucian Nami, that's kind of crazy. Lucian
Yep.
sort of being short range, just a little tough into Caitlyn, but with the Nami, it turns it into like basically a different lane altogether.
Yeah, depending on the support here, they might not have a lane to play.
Yeah, we'll see what.
I imagine it's gonna be
I guess
Pix right
I think it's
here.
full metal unless they're like rule swapping around. But I think we'll see what full metal is able to. That I cannot.
Oh, that's gotta be Zelius.
That's gotta be Zelius, right? Like, there's no way we're
There's no
picking
way.
Heimer support here.
Zelius a partaker of the Heimer. Oh, thank you for subbing, Angel. Did not see that earlier. There goes the Volibear too. Yeah, I guess they're just picking champions that are good. It's a good strategy.
Which is, I mean, it's a good strategy.
You
It's
saw
hard to
that
go
saw the
wrong with
strategy
picking
last game,
champions that are good.
and they almost won.
Yeah. Oh, the Yorick coming
Oh,
through
okay.
for King of Spades here. Because the Volibear can sort of flex top jungle, so it could go into the hands of youngster Joey. And Slippy could potentially look for a counter pick here on 4-5. But we'll see what the bans end up coming out. It looks like they suspect the volley is jungle, and that's why they're starting to throw some bans up to the top lane there.
Mm-hmm. A little Gragas respect ban for Amanda. Amanda only played a couple games of Gragas on the Shadows. Understandable.
To maximum effect.
Probably could have played more even.
Honestly, I don't think there was enough
Yeah,
Gragas.
Amanda really enjoyed her time.
And it's a good flex top support too.
True. Imagine Fleck thinking that. The Syndra ban, just in case of the Heimer flex, a little interesting. I don't think I would be expecting it to go support though, but there is a world.
I mean, I just don't know. It just feels like Heimer pops like a balloon into this lane, no?
Yeah, but if they're able to get zone control and D Ryan and Cyclic never walk up, that's it'd be pretty good.
Yeah, if they play Lucian Nami as a passive lane.
It's my favorite way to play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I always think about our scrims, and then me running down every scrim 0-20. That was so fun.
I mean, I was right there fucking with you. Do you remember our Callista game against, what was it? Firelights, maybe?
No, I don't want to think about it.
I think we were like 4-26 combined.
Good talk.
Oh, shit. Memer Six.
Nunu pick that. I
Message
really
afterwards and was
enjoy
like,
that.
what did you do?
We're just playing.
We're just goofing off.
Oh, Tryndamere. That's Tryndamere top, probably, right? All right, it could be mid even, actually.
Could flex it support.
We'll see what this next pick is, though. But
Yeah, this next pick will sort of determine where everything shakes out.
yeah, they still do have a couple flexes, though. So depending on if this is a flex, they might do that, but I don't imagine so. I don't even know what they would pick.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's probably Tryndamere support, Volibear jungle. Or not support, sorry. Tryndamere top, Volibear jungle. Heimer
But that
support.
looks Heimer support.
Actually, no, it's
Oh,
not. It's probably not Heimer. So the middle lane and support still could exchange or flex, but
True,
it's probably Mel support.
No support, we hope.
That would be my guess.
I texted Amanda no Gragas for you, and she replied, God bless.
Ooh, Victor.
Oh, the Victor coming out for unkindness here on the side of the checkmates.
Victor.
I guess maybe he suspects Mel is mid? I don't know. Who knows what's happening?
Yeah, it's probably. Wait, why did they ban Syndra? I'm like, they could have picked Syndra and then played against Heimerdinger.
Well,
I was just scared of it.
you can only do so many things, you know?
Yeah, the plan was probably to block Nunu, so they ban it. All right. I feel like okay. I don't know. After last game, I'm scared to say one draft. I
Yeah.
want to say it's red, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Zelius is hammered with a beer.
One beer in.
Side click saying, where are Heimer and Mel going since it's a blind pick, so they won't get to see it. So they need to say now. Timer support.
It's Caitlyn
With
mid.
Caitlyn mid. Holy shit.
Mel
we
80
are
carry. Heimer
chefing.
support.
My
I
goodness.
fucking love it. I shouldn't have said anything about box standard comps. My bad. I'm just wrong with
Yeah.
everything I'm saying today. My bad, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting so much thrown at us.
Malphite
in
actually
these
beat
exhibitional
Silas.
matches.
All right, hopefully I get the overlay working this game. I did not earlier on accident. All right.
Let's see what ends up happening here. Got.
Can we do predictions? Let me see.
I don't know.
I think we're affiliate now.
I want to say that that's true.
Something bulky.
I think Bear said something about that.
Oopsies.
Ooh, whoopsies.
How do you do things?
I don't know. I just fucking wing it. Lucian Nami is a really aggressive bot lane and is going to be looking to try to pick up some kills onto the sort of immobility here for Melheimer. The Reflect is going to be pretty strong for the Mel. However, the Heimer is going to have to position pretty cleanly in order to not get just absolutely 100 to 0'd by the power of the Lucian Nami lane. So I'm sort of really interested to see what ends up happening down there. I'm certain that Unkindness, when he heard that Zelius was running Caitlyn mid, said something heinous in comms.
Yeah, for sure. It was a very annoying team to draft against, that's for sure.
100%. And that's another game where I don't know anything about the top lane matchup. Either one of my top laners right now, like if I was on either team, either one of them could go, yeah, I win this matchup really hard, and I'd go, okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like both teams want to ignore, or both top laners kind of want to ignore each other.
Yeah, this game is really, it's a 1v1 and a 4v4. It's really not a 5v5.
Yeah, I've played Tryndamere in the Yor before. I do not like, but I still don't like playing against Yorick. Character's evil.
It's a tough character to play against.
All right, I started a prediction, but I don't think anyone has points.
Yeah,
so.
It's kind of tough. Let's see here. How many points do I have? 510. It's not nothing.
Oh, sorry, that crazy.
Well, yeah, I was gonna go. I'm gonna get something to eat really fast.
Sounds good.
Because I'm hungry as a motherfucker. So I'll be back. while my pan is heating up, I just gotta say I've been grinding my own coffee. I got a coffee grinder.
How's that going?
I'm becoming a worse person by the day. Like I'm becoming like way snobbier, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like now I'm like oh, it's just not the same when I have like pre-ground coffee, and now I'm like one of those people, right?
I mean, you have different experiences. You got some taste. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So like when you wake up tomorrow morning, I'm happy to make you a cup.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, no problem. It's
That's
a
lovely.
wine and dine
I appreciate
experience
it.
here. Yeah. I can smell the garlic, so I'll be right back.
Oh, it's crashed. We're gonna look at these trees while we wait. Look at that. Beautiful. Faker, my glorious king. Gotta really appreciate the map, you know what I'm saying? That pair. I just gotta say, yeah, they went crazy with the Ionia map. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, just give it a second while Jack joins. Actually, let me reset this. It's probably a good thing. Oh, beautiful. We kind of got it to work. Thank God. Oh, wait. Spoilers, fuck, my bad. All right. Maybe I should start. Okay, my bad. Let's get it going. All right, so let's go ahead.
Wow,
Like-
that hammer pops pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, right.
Nobody could have seen that coming.
I'm let's go. I waited a bit for you, brother.
Where are
I'm at 42, 43, 44.
we? Oh,
Let me know if you need another countdown.
yeah, give it to me again.
52, 53, 54, 55.
Alrighty, I'm with you.
Perfect. Ooh. Checkmate's getting the ward. They did get the vision, but they stopped the invade. They got a very nice deep ward on the red buff. That's some good work. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we love a little bit of good work here. Sorry, I put a couple chili flakes in when I was eating.
No, you're good.
So if you hear me hiccup, it's because I'm white as fuck.
No, you're good.
All right, looks like nothing crazy so far. Zoom out a little bit so that I can see shit.
Yeah, junglers pathing opposite sides. This is gonna be kind of interesting. I think it's called bot lane being weak sided for the Black Widows is worse than what's it called? York being weak sided. York is kind of a
Yeah.
weak side monster, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, D-Ryan going in here,
oh,
looking for
I
a
like
little bit
that.
of chunk. It's a lot of damage onto Valve Index, and that's exactly the type of lethality that we were talking about with this Lucian Nami lane, it turns Lucian into an assassin.
Yeah, there's
functionally.
electrocute Lucian.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that Volibear though. A little 3-camp action.
Oh my god, the Lucian is coming down so far. The barrier coming up from Valve Index there is enough to keep Valve alive. D-Ryan having to flash away, but the red buff ticking. A huge snowball coming up here into the top lane against Slippy as Amanda the Panda is trying to make something happen. Slippy flashes away. Amanda follows the flash to get the kill. D-Ryan still running away here. However, the Volibear able to take him out
Mel.
with the clap there. Valve
Yeah.
Mel taking an inexplicable walk up and is dropping down to the waiting wavy jaws for side click. Zelius potentially the next target for Amanda here, who is making so much happen with this Nunu. Youngster Joey able to hear with the counter gank, is able to stun up Amanda, try to put her down. The trap comes through after that, and it's a kill onto the Nunu.
Yeah, lots of action here in just 3 minutes. 4 kills. And yeah, Joey's been in the right place, right time for both of them. I like the what's it called. I like the gank right after Lucian dashed in. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Joey really making a lot of use of the Volibear here. The pathing, like you said, you know, is sort of like opposite there. Joey, like, basically sacrificed his entire top side, maybe under the assumption that there was a vertical jungle happening here from Amanda, and really made it work, right? Like, I mean, he's got 2 kills. That's worth the gold from the camps he doesn't have.
Some trading going on. Yeah, he really did not get punished for that 3-camp at all, because the gank mid lane and then that going sour. But it's not the end of the world. Less forced would be very
for
sad.
The snowball coming here down for Amanda the Panda. Full Metal in a potentially dangerous situation is able to waddle his way on out. Scary.
Oh, here's another one. Incoming.
And the snowball is on its way in. Full Metal still the target here. This Heimerdinger is potentially in a really tough situation. Ends up getting knocked up by the snowball, and the Feats of Warfare goes over to the side of the checkmates.
Yeah, Full Metal trying to save Mel with the turret there. Probably wasn't the move, but might have died anyways.
Yeah, it's just it's really difficult. You know, Heimer is great at helping, you know, control a wave state and all that kind of stuff, as we have a trade coming out here in the top lane. Which, by the way, this top lane is Ignite TP versus Ghost Flash Hail of Blades. So it's like, both these top laners have a very clear idea of what they want to have happen in this lane matchup. Good poke there.
Oh my god. Amanda's so low. That could die. Oh my god.
Amanda ends up getting executed by the Drake here. Drake OP, I guess.
They both Drake this patch.
The ghouls from Yorick coming out here, but the
no, the Ignite
able to get him away, but Slippy walks back forward. The Ignite takes him down.
Kill?
However, Joey is potentially looking for a kill here. However,
I didn't see Zelius.
The ace in the hole comes through from Zelius, but King of Spades is not dying yet. It's going to go down to this last clap. Youngster Joey going to a killing spree here with a little help from downtown from his mid laner.
He still has TP though, so like, chilling. The wave's pushing towards him. It looks like. If I'm King of Spades, I'm happy.
Yeah, and he blows that TP right away. He's catching that wave and that wave state there. So it's, you know, it's a good death.
Yeah, all the gold is on Joey, so this is not too bad actually if you're checkmates.
However, that bear can get pretty freaking scary, so.
Oh, that's true.
Full Metal stopping the bases here. It's crucial to try to help get those good reset timers off, potentially looking for some plates. Look how far up the Heimerdinger is here in this lane. Mel is just CSing under tower. Heimer is looking to be a menace.
Trying to stop the backs or literally anything.
Yeah.
Here comes
Youngster Joey trying to make something happen in the mid lane here. Going forward with the ultimate ability. Flash away from Victor, but Amanda the Panda trying to make something happen on the other side of the map. Valve Index getting knocked up by that biggest snowball ever. The bubble comes through. Soul Metal goes down. D-Ryan starts picking up another kill on this lethal combination with Lucian Nami.
Oh no, Valve tried to block the snowball, but walked up too close before he let it go. Or Nuna did.
Yeah, I was unlucky there. The reflect was not enough. Rebuttal is actually technically the name.
Actually. Both junglers opting to not do dragon. I respect that.
Which is curious.
Maybe Grubs to play.
It's always a grub angle. I mean, look at these. I mean, with these top laners, yeah, I think grubs have such a high priority this game.
Yeah, Tryndamere might hate his life.
Yeah, Tryndamere is certainly not looking like he's having a great day. The ghouls leaping forward constantly. The eulogy of the Isles just made into the misting all over the place.
It looks pretty interactive. Looks like the Grubs are going to be started up by the Black Widows.
Which is a
and
good call,
no
right?
response
Like, you have
for
the momentum.
checkmates.
You're trying to make that happen. You don't want the Yorick to get these
Jesus.
grubs. I mean, look at how fucking oppressive that shit is.
Yeah, no, this Boy Grub's going away. Yeah, trade for a drag here.
I'm sort of curious, like, no contest there from the checkmates. Despite being sort of like up and sort of like their turn to make the play. Full Metal trying to make a roam mid here happen.
Yeah, they
Looking
were
for a little
around,
bit
and
of
they have
priority, but they're just
they
not
had the
looking at the
York.
Drake.
What's it called? Yeah, York's like Thanos right now.
Yeah.
And looks like they want to play around this bot lane more.
This dragon
Oh,
looks like it's
it's
going to
gonna
be a bit of a fight. Joey able to take that dragon away. Absolute Zero comes down, but the shield is not enough to save Amanda. Unkindness, the
fine.
target next. Joey looking over the wall. Chooses not to flash. Slippy is in a very unfortunate
Unkindness?
situation here. Oh, the flash comes forward, but the
Oh.
stun barely ticks out, and Unkindness is able to get away with their life.
Not the worst thing in the world. Still will get the jungle camps as a consolation prize. Well, actually, I guess extra prize because they got the dragon too.
They did indeed. A lot of poke in these
Oh,
mid
wait a
lanes
minute.
here. Amanda the Panda trying to make something happen. The stun coming through onto Amanda, but Youngster Joey's in a potentially hazardous situation, is able to use the Stormbringer to get away to safety, but D-Ryan follows over with the flash to pick up the shutdown.
Not too bad.
That's
Got
a lot of
the
gold for
bounty.
Lucian.
And double buffs, I
Cosmic Drive
believe.
first. Yeah. So it's a lot of resources into the pocket of the Lucian there, which is just looking really unfortunate. Holy
Oh my
mother
god.
of God. Yeah, Slippy is in a bad spot. This is not the kind of situation you want to be in
Oh,
as a top
bro's
laner.
gone.
Slippy is going to go down, take down to the Ignite. Zelius, the next target here for Amanda the Panda. This is looking like checkmates are living up to their name.
Yeah, punishing the overextension, both top and jungle.
Ooh, the color
And
comes
even
through,
bot.
forces the flash away from
Oh
Full Metal.
my.
Holy mother of God, this is looking like 3 winning lanes. Which makes jungle easy, according to Zelius.
True.
Ryan
This is,
jumping forward again, but Sideclick
oh.
isn't there to try to put down the buffs, and therefore the damage doesn't come through onto Valve.
Wow.
Oh my lord,
You can't
Zelius
say that.
saying some insane shit.
Okay.
My goodness. That's his teammate too.
They're naughty boys for a reason. Oh, look at that snowball mid.
Oh, another snowball comes out mid lane.
Oh,
Zelius
Hayden didn't get trapped.
doesn't have the flash available. Absolute Zero goes down. The Chaos Storm comes through onto Zelius, who drops down. Unkindness able to make something happen. Sideflick gets locked up underneath the turret. Full Metal potentially running away here. The Youngster Joey tries to make another thing happen in the mid lane, but is going to lose his life for it. Amanda the Panda might go down as well. Flashes away, but it's not enough to get away from that turret shot. Shutdown comes through from Heimerdinger onto D-Ryan. Slippy flashing away from King of Spades and the Maiden of the Mist. And just one of the only 2 players left alive.
So much action going on, and then York is just that top side of the map is York's map. Like,
I have a
Tryndamere
sneaking
cannot
suspicion
play.
the entire map is Yorick's map at this point.
Yeah, we'll see where Yorick goes out to. Nah, so you can go back top lane.
That's his
There's
home,
no
baby.
objective
Stays
bot.
right
Might
there.
as well go top.
Right?
A little bit of that shadow synergy mid lane. Unkindness was not that far away,
No,
despite hitting the trap.
absolutely. King of Spades making
Oh my
another
God.
brutal happen here onto Slippy, who pops the Undying Rage and is able to stay alive under the safety of his own turret. Maiden of the Mist and the Ghouls just doing so much work here. This is gotta be so unfun for Slippy to play.
Yeah, I feel bad. This is Slippy's debut stream match. They're a new player. They seem very excited about the league, though, which is that's what we like to see.
100%. D Ryan here going to be the target of the Stormbringer. Youngster Joey trying to make something happen. The
Ooh,
bubble
nice
comes
flash.
through. The solar snare is not enough to connect onto D Ryan to lock him up for the kill. And he dashes away to safety with the helpful buffs of his side click.
But it's so funny seeing the blue team try to do something on one side of the map, and then directed cam goes to
Full Metal is
Oh.
going to potentially get caught out here. The stun comes through. Valve Index able to put the golden volley down and try to do so much work. Oh my god, side click goes so low to these Heimer turrets. The Ryla's Crystal Scepter keeps them locked up in that lethal zone for so long.
Slippy's dead.
King of Spades dropping the Ignite again onto Slippy is going to be enough. The Absolute Zero comes through in the mid lane. Zelius able to drop a trap and pick up a kill in return, but it's 1-for-1 over there and 1-for-none for King of Spades.
Yorick is Thanos. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody can contest.
2
hero
towers
at this
and a
point.
kill there just by breathing.
Yeah. He's currently up to 3,500 gold. That can't be right. No, he's actually at 3,500.
An
Holy
immediate
fucking
Shojin
shit.
by.
That is so crazy. D Ryan
Oh.
pops the mastery as he drops the culling onto the back of youngster Joey.
1 HP.
The Sky Splitter comes through, but is not enough to finish D Ryan off. As youngster Joey keeps pressing forward, side click trying to make something happen, defending his wards with his life. Love
Oh.
to see it.
Thanos is here. See if he's gonna snap.
Thanos might just snap. Full Metal trying to make something happen. Youngster Joey is walking really far forward.
Wait
The
a
Sky
minute.
Splitter shield comes through enough, but the splash just gets him away. The Solar Slayer locks up Amanda the Panda, but Valve Index in a dangerous situation. Thanos is snapping, baby, and he is clapping his shovel down onto the enemy team, and Kindness looks for a kill here onto Zelius. D Ryan not far behind, but Zelius able to run away. Youngster Joey potentially looking for a steal here. Youngster Joey goes for these steals 100% of the time, by the way.
Yeah, I would too. Well, no camps up except for Krugs. Might as well.
Yep. So goes for that steal 100% of the time. Jumps forward the Stormbringer, and the Sky Splitter is going to get knocked up, and dropped down in the pit.
Not enough to live. Unfortunate. Yeah. Things not going well at all for the Black Widows.
Yeah, this is looking like a really tough game here as Full Metal gets locked up. The Solar Snare comes through from Valve Index to save their support's life from Thanos.
Might need 2 movies to get away from him.
We might need 2.5 at this point.
Yeah. The question is probably at this point where Yorick is going to path towards, and it's going to be bot lane. So they're going to have an immense amount of pressure bot lane, especially since Tryndamere is there right now. So really, no one's going to be able to hold it.
It's going to be really, really difficult. Tryndamere just cannot match. Nobody can really match. I don't even know that the full combined might of the Black Widows can match the Yorick at this point. As Amanda
Yeah,
looks to put down some stuff
So
onto the crab, but ends up running
Tryndamere
away.
might be able to proxy with Ravenous, but it doesn't look like an angle.
No, not like much of
His
one.
ta-
A little
his
bit
tower's
of
going down.
posturing around the mid lane here. D Ryan trying to make something happen, pick up a little bit of gold. But Zelius able to farm those minions up slowly but
Snowball.
surely. Amanda the Panda trying to make something happen. The snowball comes through onto Zelius, who is able to walk away. Is not enough damage.
Oh, is that proxy I said?
Oh my god, poor
Slippy did
is
try,
getting
Slippy did
beat up
try.
again, but pops the
Here
ghost
goes
to get
snowball.
away. Amanda looking for with the biggest snowball ever. Zelius putting some damage through.
Oh,
The
D-Ryan caught
stun
out?
coming through from Full Metal onto D-Ryan, who pops the berry, is able to get away. The tidal wave comes through from side click there, which ends up peeling Youngster Joy away enough. Slippy forced to flash over the wall to safety. Oh my god, the biggest snowball ever coming through onto Youngster Joey again, who's able to use the Stormbringer to jump over the wall, but Amanda Panda follows slowly with the flash, and Thanos is also there.
Yeah, checkmate's just everywhere. They're what's it called? The
Yeah.
name is real. That's it.
Name is real. Name is real. Slippy
Nowhere
in
to go.
another difficult
Oh.
situation. The Ignite not enough to tick down. Oh, never mind. I spoke way too soon. The Ignite is indeed enough to kill him. Amanda the Panda looking in the mid lane here. I don't know that you have the damage.
That
for
might
the-
be
oh, nope,
might
just
be a
drive
leave
by.
angle. Yeah, this a
quite
little
the
bit of a
cocky
ticking
play.
time bomb here.
Yeah,
The
it's looking
checkmates can
really
kind of do
difficult.
whatever they want with the York.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Black Widows can find their way back into this game.
The best angle is really just to hope for a good team fight with Melheimer at Kate, but Trainemir is pretty much out of the game.
Yeah. Which feels really bad as a Tryndamere, right? Like, you just can't.
Yeah, you want to
Really
side
get much
lane,
of
but
anything
you
done here.
can't really do that here. This is pretty possible, though, on the side of blue, if they're able to get two objectives first and set up, because they do have a lot of damage on their kit.
Yeah, and they have a lot of terrain control, too, with the Kate traps and Heimer turrets.
Exactly. If they have to concede
It's just
space,
a
though, it's
matter
going
of
to be
getting
really
there
hard
first.
to...
The mid lane
Oh.
tower going down here. The flash forward from Unkindness. The biggest snowball ever locks Valve Index up under her own tower, which is enough for Amanda the Panda to be able to consume that kill. Slippy in another difficult situation. Here is getting mated of the Misted. Pops the Undying Rage.
Gonna try to kill the
but it is
maiden,
not going
but
to be enough.
yeah.
Can't even kill the Maiden. And drops down here as Zelius looks to pick up some standing gold in the top thing.
King of Spades not letting his queen fall. That's beautiful.
Oh, I love that. That's a good one. I heart that one.
Zelius is able to spot out the checkmates doing Rift Herald, a little cheeky, saving his own life while he's at it.
Gold. Like, despite the scorelines, Zelius is currently up 1,000 gold on his lane opponent.
Yeah, that solo tier 2 tower definitely helped. Look at the snowball.
100%. The biggest snowball ever coming through. Full Metal in another
Ooh.
dangerous position, and Youngster Joey is getting locked up here. The culling goes wide, but King of Spades is here and ready to feast. The slow comes through onto Full Metal, who is able to stay alive for just a little bit longer before D-Ryan flashes away, dashes into the space in the hole. Youngster Joey going forward with the Stormbringer. Amanda the Panda trying to be the big tank she needs to be. Pops the absolute zero for the shield and walks away. They have control over Dragon Pit.
The maiden didn't even die. Oh no! I don't think they can even get in the pit.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't know
looks
that
like they're
you've
gonna-
ever even
Oh.
looked for anything here. Slippy potentially trying to look for some damage onto the mid lane tower. Youngster Joey is looking for potentially something. The Sky Splitter finds Unkindness. The biggest snowball ever does not find Youngster Joey, who is desperately trying to make any play happen. Slippy able to pick up
Look at that
a
800
mid-lane
gold bounty.
tower. Yeah.
A little nice to get, and Sleepy able to proxy here at the price of
proxy
Otacon,
that wave
but
is pretty
they-
crazy.
it's only one wave though, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a clean Opticon, and then the next buff, it's gonna be Dragon and Baron. I really think it's gonna be a clean sweep from the checkmates here at this point.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, the Black Widows were able to pick up some standing gold into, from the tier 2 turrets in mid and top. But I just don't think it's enough to be able to contest against. I mean, King of Spades is so huge on this Yorick. Amanda the Panda is going to find that her red buff is Probably not gotten yet. Slippy not able to take that buff fast enough.
Oh, Slippy got
Amanda
it.
just auto.
Go.
Oh, Slippy did get it. Nice. But Amanda the Panda following with the blast cone there. The biggest snowball ever goes wide.
A little
Slippy in
movement.
a little tough situation here, but is able to use the spinning slash to get away to safety.
Oh,
To
Metal
start
is caught
picking
out
up
here.
some of those minions. Full Metal walking forward, gets lacked up with the culling and drops down to D Ryan. Slippery trying to make something happen. The absolute zero comes through. This
The battle of the
Undying
auto
Rage comes
attacks.
through for Slippy. It's potentially a look here. We'll see what happens, but Slippy ends up actually going down in the end as the checkmates look to keep moving forward in the mid lane.
Yeah, it looks like the story of this game. Just getting stat checked. What can you do?
Yeah, pretty tough. Youngster Joey is getting bullied out of his own base. That's not a good position to be in.
No, but at least Joey lived. And it's a little bit of a low bar, but
Oh, Full Metal just takes a little bit of a baby step too forward and pops again. Bear TV begging for Prime subs. Didn't know that that was what they did these days, but
yeah,
it is
well,
what it is.
you know, it's free. Okay, 3 inhibs gone, 24 minutes. Let's see how this turns out.
Yeah, this is looking a bit
All
like
the
an
damage
unclose
dumped
game,
on-
but King of
Oh!
Spades is able to go down to the Sky Splitter with the
minute.
help of Zelius. It's potentially a turn here. Thanos
End
is
game,
down. The
wait a
Fury is
minute.
down. The rebuttal comes through on from D Ryan, who eats his own culling, cancels it luckily.
Checkmates kind of
Checkmates
playing
walk
with their
away from
food.
that a little bit hurt.
Yeah, kind of playing with their food. Take a hit from it for doing so. But they're able to reset here, and now it's going to be really tough because they're not. Black Widows aren't able to do anything with these kills. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
it's
kill
so-
did go
so
off to
difficult.
Volibear too.
Yeah, another kill in the Volibear's pocket is not exactly what the Black Widows need in order to come back into this game.
Yeah, a cheeky Baron angle is pretty possible. They have a lot of damage in their team, but looks like they're going to start heading over there. And since they're going to be, let's call it, Heimer can't walk up to this objective, and they're going to be late for it. It's going to be really hard to do anything. It's spotted him out. Yeah, Joey on the Joey on the side here is not spotted.
Which is pretty crucial, right? Like, that flank angle can potentially be the surprise that the Black Widows need in order to make something happen, but it's looking like a 2v5 up there, and Slippy is losing to the ghouls, so...
Yeah, depending on where Slippy passed, they might suspect where Joey is, so that might be a little scary.
Baron started up here. Youngster Joey waiting to go in. The Sky Splitter is giving him the vision. He goes in. He's able
Baron
to
steal.
take the Baron and flash away to safety.
Are they able to live?
Youngster Joey making this hero play try to happen as the checkmates start to waltz on over into the mid lane and potentially look over to the dragon.
That might be enough to save them. We'll see. I don't think it can hold them out for more than 3 minutes, though.
Flash coming away from Full Metal here, who's going to get slowed by.
if they commit to this
the
fight, it might be
Nunu,
over.
Who's able to find the snare onto Youngster Joey, who's going to go down to the lethal lightning guns of D Ryan.
Ooh, nice
Ooh,
flash.
D Ryan is jumping forward again underneath the Nexus turret.
like
Is
the
not
hunger.
able to find that kill onto Zelius. The rebuttal is able to find and connect onto the snowball onto Amanda the Panda
Nunu's
there,
gone.
who ends up going down after popping the absolute zero. Zelius picking up the shutdown there. Slippy diving in, trying to make something happen. The Undying
Spades
Rage able to keep him
immediately
alive
dies.
long enough for him to do the damage. He drives forward again with the Slipping Slash. Is able to pick up D Ryan on the back. Sideclick not able to keep his bot laner alive. And Sideclick and Unkindness are the only two left alive, standing against the might of the bot side for the Black Widows. What a hold from the Widows.
You really can't ask for anything better there. That was, let's go. Getting the Baron and living there is, let's go. Actually incredible.
Slippy was able to do so much with so little in that fight. You know,
Yeah,
like, he's picked up
Slippy was
3
going
items. Like,
off.
in his defense, he's like picked up a shutload of farm, potentially picked up a shutdown here or there. and was able to pick up 3 items and used it to like great effect, right? Like able to dump into that fight, able to make something happen, teamed up with the damage from Zelius and Valve Index with the Piltover Peacemakers and the solar snares and the golden volleys. I'm learning.
Yeah, the gold lead evened out actually.
Yeah, it's actually slightly in the favor of the Black Widows here, who were able to pick up so many shutdowns here. Youngster Joy trying to make something happen again onto Unkindness, who is forced to flash away. This game is becoming deeply exciting.
Yeah, just don't look objectives.
Yeah, or map.
Oh.
Amanda the Panda's snowball getting blocked up by that tiny
Joy
little piece
walking
of wall there.
pretty
She's stunned
far.
up. She's potentially getting chunked down here. The Consume able to keep her alive with a 700 HP heal. The Culling and the Chaos Storm coming through
great Zonius.
onto Valve Index, able to almost keep her alive. Unkindness potentially going down here. The ace in the hole gets threaded. What the?
Nah,
through the
report side
volley
click.
there. Field
Letting my
goal,
king die.
Able to take him down. Very scary as these super minions are able to walk up in here. The Sky Splitters coming from
Slippy's,
Youngster Joy, able to do a
doing
lot
as
of
much
good
work.
poke. Zelius and Valve Index trying to get these minions down. Full Metal putting down as many turrets as that little Heimer body possibly can. The checkmates have to just walk away from this.
Yeah, the Black Widow, they're holding super well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now the question is how they can walk up to the objective. Oh, nice.
The Sky Splitter spots it out, but D Ryan wants the smoke and goes forward. Youngster Joey chunked all the way the fuck out.
It's like another dragon given up to the checkmates, but it's not the win condition. It looks like this game might go to another Baron.
We might indeed make it there. And it's not sold yet either. Right?
Yeah, they've yeah, no, I think it's one more dragon.
That first dragon picked up by Joey there, the steal, was super clutch. I mean, it bought them an extra 5 minutes in this game before the soul goes down. I don't know, with Ocean Soul, if any of these kills that we've been seeing from the Black Widows actually go through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zelius
Look on the side
in a
here.
dangerous situation.
Misses the net.
D Ryan
Unlucky.
walking forward with the culling. So much damage coming through from Zelius, but it is not enough to overcome the Lucian Nami combo.
Very nice try. If that net hit, D-Ryan actually is dead.
Yeah, that's crazy. Amanda the Panda walking up pretty far here, but Black Widows just don't know who may or may not be behind her.
Yeah, I'd like to commend Joey. Joey's been a very integral part of why they're still in the game.
Oh my lord.
2 steals?
Half of an HP.
Oh,
Slippy is
goodbye, Slippy.
going forward. I mean, that is a interesting choice. However,
lives.
it stays alive, but Amanda the Panda and King of Spades turn their attention to the inhibitor. Unkindness in the top lane turning attention to that inhibitor. Sidekick and D-Ryan turning their attention to take down the mid lane inhibitor. It's looking like another 3 inhib game.
That's all.
As these Nexus turrets are potentially coming up pretty quickly.
Oh.
A lot of damage coming through onto D-Ryan, who almost goes down, is forced to pop the barrier. Full Metal, but taking a lot of damage from the Chaos Storm, ends up going golden. The Solar Snare connects with nobody. The Tidal Wave.
Look at Slippy
able to
walking.
Full Metal, who drops to the Chaos Storm. Zelius doing to do so much work, trying to cut away, but gets knocked up and locked up. Slippy onto the backside there, jumping onto the side click. Doesn't have the Undying range available, gets bubbled up. This is looking like the game for the checkmates as the culling comes through. The Stormbringer comes down from Youngster Joey, who's able to pick up the kill onto D-Ryan. Valve Index left standing alone with her Nexus turrets on their way up, sort of up.
Yeah,
Who knows?
it's,
A bit of a
what's going
spectator
on?
bug there. Valve Index forced back into her fountain as she watches her Nexus fall. That is going to be the checkmates taking this game.
Brilliant match. Brilliant match. I think, yeah, there's a lot to commend there. A little bit of shenanigans going on in the early game, causing checkmates to spiral out of control, but they really pulled it back together. And Zelius had like a 3k gold lead on Kindness at some point, which is nuts in that game state.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Like, Zelius was able to find so much gold from that match and was, a pretty important part of trying to keep that team in the game. What a showing from the checkmates.
All right, looks like we're in our third match of the Exhibs. This is the Gunkers versus the Miners. I believe so.
Quite the team name. I don't know how to make any call out with that team name that isn't
Yeah, this is a little questionable,
questionable.
but Country Girls make do. That's all I'm saying.
You know, this league just makes any old decision, you know.
Oh, I cut too early. Hold on. Oh, it's too big.
Zach saying, don't say both of those team names in the same sentence. I have zero way of like I'm really thinking hard here.
Might have to be careful with our words. All right. Yeah, that was so far great matches today. I feel like both matches have been pretty close. Surprisingly, yeah, they kind of played out the same way, where one team feels like they're stomping, and then the other team just refuses to lose. Both teams just make great plays, and a lot of fighting happen.
And a lot of fighting happening makes me happy. I am still workshopping my play-by-play skills here, so appreciate everybody's patience as I learn the ability names.
Imagine learning ability names. I'm gonna let you do that.
That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do.
Les, is your game done? Do you want to hop on? Bro, I'm getting egoed. That's nuts.
Yeah, that is actually kind of crazy. What the hell?
Sorry, see a rip.
I think I'm just going to, in order to get around the issue, I'm just going to refer to them as those who mine.
Those who mine goes crazy. Oh, looks like we're in draft.
Oh, draft goes live. A Zillion ban. Holy, what the fuck? Who?
Oh,
Play Zillion.
Little Iron ban.
Does Porkchop play Zillion? Oh my goodness, these bans are coming through fast.
Yeah, what's going on here?
My God, these two teams, they want
A
to
lot
get
of respect for
onto
Sephi,
the
a
Rift.
lot of respect for Porkchop. I like to see it.
Yeah, Miami Porkchop, I believe, is a championship-winning mid laner from the low-budget
Financial?
LCS. I think so. Yes, financial.
Yeah,
I think
Financial.
last season.
And they were on the same team actually last season on the Cowboys. It was Sethi and Tactical Porkchop, and now they're both captains.
Now they're both captains and respect banning each other. So gotta
Just
gotta
goes
give them
just
some
goes to
credit for
show
that.
the job the Beamer Six did.
Yeah, I miss me mistakes. I haven't been with that guy for a second.
Ooh, RB1. Full takeaway too.
RB1, kind of crazy. An immediate response with the Talia. This is a tactical pork chop special too. Like he loves this champion, so there had to have been some thought going into
Mhm.
it. But yeah, tactical pork chop, known Talia player. So picking Ari into that, a little bit tough there. We'll see what the second pick comes out here. I predict a jungler.
No way. It's gotta be sport. Okay, never mind.
Well,
I
it
take
could
it
be
back.
top
I take it
laner.
back.
So like, let's.
Yeah, true. I don't think Cade plays very much Volibear though. But we'll see. Cassante being hovered by the Gunkers.
Mhm.
Probably just going to be Cassante lock. They've been playing a lot with Bear. It's a tried and true strategy. Yeah.
Indeed, it is. It's one of their signature picks.
And can't fault them for that. That shit goes
Yeah,
crazy.
it's doing pretty well in Gold 3, Gold 2. So hard to go wrong.
Oh, there's Zinja too. Very strong top side here.
Yeah, super strong top side. Lots of fighting ability. I'm really looking forward to it. I really hope that we see a lot of scrapping here.
The Singed. Oh my god.
The Singed is such a crazy lock from Briar's dog Dyson, whom will be referred to as Cade for the remainder of the series.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point out. The looks like Cade's plan for dealing with Bear is just to not deal with him at all, and I respect that. Ooh, Vayne ban. That's kind of interesting.
I expect to see all chat this game.
Lethal Intent was also on that roster that won financial with Porkchop and D Ryan. Yeah,
that would be the.
I would
Girk's
assume.
crew.
Yeah, the Girk's crew. I believe they're on a Girk's crew too. This Lethal Intent's a sub today.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of bot laning bans coming out. Looks like both teams are just drafting kind of the same right now.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here as we head into the 4-5 section of draft, which always ends up being particularly interesting. So we'll see what the face-up pick here from those who mine will end up being, then how the Gunkers choose to respond.
Yeah, there's probably going to be an AD out here. I assume you want your support to be R5 if you're drafting like this.
Well, we saw ADC R5 the other game, so... Oh, thank God we are not drafting weird. Jesus Christ. Support R5 is such...
It's going to be Nami or something, and then you're like, why did you save any of those picks for last?
I'm trying to not let my heart rate go where it's going right now.
Watch... Gunkers could take away Nami. It's pretty real. They have their choice of AD support here.
I don't necessarily know what pairs up well with the Nami, but they're just going to go for the Nautilus.
Yeah, Nautilus
which isn't
first.
a bad pick by any stretch of the imagination. Gives them some engage tools there.
Yeah, so it's not just Sinjo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zinzong goes
and
kinda
the pick
crazy.
with Ori. Not a bad pick at all.
Nope. Nope. And so
The
maybe
team
just see
fight
like
for the
a
Gunkers
standard.
is a little up in the air, but we'll see what this final pick is to round it out.
Yeah, they could round it out with a hyper carry like Jinx or something like that to try to make it like
Mhm.
just beef up their team fight a little bit, or they could pivot a little bit higher into something like a Kaisa who has a lot more agency. So this is a team with a lot of different people on this blue side team for the Gunkers have a lot of agency, and can try to make a lot happen. The Braum is the R5 response. I'm a Braum enthusiast myself, and I don't hate it in this game.
Yeah, it works well with the Lucian, works well with the Volley Bear, but that's about it though. I think blue team has a lot more synergy in their comp, and they kind of want to play the fight the same way. So I'm gonna opt to say the Gunkers won the draft here, but
I think I would agree.
I can see a world where those that mine do take it away and do play well. That there's always that Singe factor where Singe will just
Yeah.
ruin
yeah.
your entire team fight by being alive. And you spend like 2 seconds on Singed, and then their fight's over for some reason.
Yeah, Singe adds a layer to the game that is sort of unmatched by other champions.
Yeah,
Maybe only matched by like the Baus Scion style, but I think that's about it.
yeah, true. Right.
I'm gonna go
Hopefully,
rapidly eat
Yeah, you go for it.
like the remainder of my pasta. The game looked too juicy, so I had to come back. But I
Mhm.
didn't finish it. I'm gonna go do that now.
Sounds good. Hopefully, I can get the overlay to work. The thing that crashed. D-Ran, are you the goat? Unlucky. All right, in the game.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
They're both teams stacking. A little afraid of each other's level 1.
Minions have spawned.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Let me pause so we can sync up.
Alrighty, where are you?
I'm at 113, 114, 115. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause at 115.
Okay. Okay, 115.
Yep. You good?
Almost.
Let's go. The only thing you miss is both teams 5 stacked on opposite sides of the map.
Okay.
And just defense forward. No one really pushed up for anything.
Okay.
Just a lot of
Boring.
respect here. Yeah, so both these teams have very vastly different records right now, actually. Those that mine are not doing too hot today. 0-2 and
Yeah.
Gunkers are 2-0 right now. So we'll see if those who mine are warmed up yet.
Absolutely. Briar's Dog Dyson trying to make a lot happen onto Bear Force here.
Yeah,
was
surprisingly
using-
a lot of trading.
I mean, that's a lot. Pretty scrappy. Pretty scrappy. Oh my god, the flash forward from Briar's Dog Dyson is going to look for the solo kill onto Bear Force.
Oh, there's that aggression I like to see from Cade.
Bear is never going to hear the end of that.
Great work, kid.
The all chat from Bear coming through. Like I said.
Yeah, just both junglers pathing down. Let's see. Sethi is going to be spotted out here by a ward from Tactical Pork Chop, but I don't think that's going to change anything about this fight. Actually, yeah, they're gonna. Let's go. NX Angel's gonna know that Sethi has to either skip a camp or run to Crab here, so this is pretty vital information.
Yeah, I mean, there's super good information there as Bear Force is looking for a lot of damage here onto Cade, who's just going to drop that poison trail and let Bear Force go forward. The Intofo strikes coming through and able to hit Cade down, who is going to use the flash forward from Bear, who's going to jump forward here.
Oh,
And the
okay.
poison is not going to be enough to tick down and kill him. Solo kills traded back and forth as NX Angel starts up the Crab here, is able to take it away. Silver Spade hooking forward here. They're trying to make something happen. The Void Seeker missiles? No, that's not what it
Whoa.
is. It's Void. Yes, it is. The Void Seeker missiles comes through. NX Angel barely able to get
Whoa.
the shield from the Sky Splitter. Tiny Shoes flashing forward to try to jump over to his friend, but is not able to get there in time. Sethi jumping forward. Tiny Shoes putting up the Unbreakable is going to block so much damage there, but it's not going to be enough, and Blue Team claims the Feat of Warfare.
Man, that sucks. A little bit of a micro mistake there ends up leading to 2 deaths. It's gotta suck for Angel. Looks like the
Oh my god, the hook coming through onto Lethal Intent there. The Void Seeker going to be
And
enough.
Lethal
Silver
Intent
Spade
just
getting away with
blows
his
up.
life too. The heist is complete, and Gunkers are running away with this game.
I'm straight gunking right now. I don't know about you.
I'm gunking my shit, bro.
Yeah, very bloody game. Probably shouldn't have even happened for all these kills, but
Yeah.
you know, on the cinema, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, a little bit of slappiness coming through. The third Intofo strikes coming through for Bear here onto Cade, who is going to do singed things. I believe the
Might
flip
die.
was voided by Bear there. It's a good reaction time.
Yeah, great.
Good prediction, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately for Cade, Cade's death was a lot worse than Bear's because they lost the cannon minion right after they died. and the 3 minions after. But overall, not too bad. It's only 100 gold lead. Even with what's it called, having ignite.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty decent game here. The Gunkers are in a really good position to try to run away with it. However, there is a lot going on here. Breadwater getting knocked backwards. Tactical Porkchop able to use the spells to maximum effect. The hook coming through onto Tiny Shoes from Silver Spade, who is walking backwards to try to put the root up onto Lethal Intent. Tiny, it's a support via AD battle on both sides of the map. However, Tiny Shoes is finding the worst end of it. The Dredge line comes through and is able to take Tiny Shoes down with Boy with Apples, who's a returning player who I believe played top lane last season. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little bit of Varus top enthusiast. Gotta respect anyone that loves Varus top.
Yeah.
And
is finding a lot of success in this game.
Just want to shout out Boy the Apples, Strab dude. They also are doing all the stats. They did stats last season.
Oh wow! Another stat line is that Cade drops again to Bear.
Yeah, we're gonna be recording that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do it by hand, and that's super appreciated. We fortunately did not have time to set it up this season, but we're gonna look to do that next season. Or set up automated.
It's pretty nice. Well, I appreciate the people who put in the work to try to make these volunteer things fun. It's good stuff. Silver Spade clearing out a pink ward here. Tribush as the Gunkers are looking to take the first dragon of the game. Angel looking for a pretty good cross map play here, though, taking away some of the camps from Sethi in an attempt to make a return happen.
Yeah, maybe a play look on Bear, but probably not because it's Cassante.
Yeah, and Cassante's going to do Cassante things for sure.
I want to highlight a match. This is a interesting matchup we have here between Porkchop and Breadwater. I believe both these players are hyped up to be the best mid laners in the league, and
yeah, and
we'll
they're
see a fight
showing
break out
why
here.
as Breadwater going forward with the Spirit Rush, but is not able to find the kill. NX Angel is around to try to help his mid laner. Cade is taking a lot of damage from Bear here, who is going to keep putting the Intofo strikes down and ends up using the All Out
Oh, wait a
to
minute.
try to get him away, and he decides to go for the wave. Guaranteed money. And Cade gets away with his life.
Yeah, I mean, Cade's really not worth anything, I think.
Not anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know how bounties work, actually. He's not that far behind. It's only like 1 kill.
Maybe. So I don't know. It's gold, whatever it is, and it's also it's aura, I guess.
True. I'd rather go for the minions.
So, yeah, you only
Oh,
needed
look at
one of
the
those.
volley
Go.
bear here.
Angel is trying to make a play happen here onto Bear, who's going to be able to try to void that up and moves Angel forward.
No all out, though. That
Bear does not have the all out to try to make this crazy Cassante style play happen, but the Intofo strikes are able to come through and able to knock up Angel, who uses the Stormbringer. The Sky Splitter is not enough to keep him alive, and Sethi picks up his first kill of the game.
Yeah, Sethi, right place, right time, and gonna recall instead of going for grubs. Doesn't think it's worth it.
Yeah, good turnaround there from Sethi. Good counter gank look. Angel trying to make something happen in the top lane. Loses his life for it. That's what you get for going near Cade.
Hey, don't trust that guy. You'll suck your toes.
The Dredge line
whiff.
goes wide, but the Nautilus ultimate comes through and is able to knock up Lethal Intent, who is putting a lot of damage onto Boy with Apples. Tactical Porkchop trying to jump in here.
Little ATP
but he's
with the
not able
flash
to
forward?
save his AD carry, but is able to pick up. Wait for it. Nothing.
What? What?
Wait, what? Oh, Gromp.
Oh.
Cade
Wow.
is maybe going to kill Bear here? No?
The 2 tower shots mean that Bear live, I think.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Um,
nice.
I'm not, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one.
Cade being a little bit, how do I say this? Open about what they're
How
gonna
do you say
do.
that?
Leads to him dying. Unfortunate.
Yeah, bit of a rough one there.
Lucian's chilling mid. Take those away. Take those minions. Free minions. Appreciate it. Look over the Nautilus here.
Yeah, Silver Spade is looking here. Lethal Intent might find himself on the other end of his name.
He sniffs it out.
dredge line goes
But
wide.
Sethi is still here.
Yes, and they don't know that Sethi's here. They do know that Nautilus is in that bush. So Silver Spade is going to walk forward here, try to make something happen. The hook connects onto Lethal Intent, but the Unbreakable goes up and drops a lot of damage. Wind becomes lightning, able to find its way onto Lethal Intent here. Sethi goes in with the 3 Talon Strike and is trying to make
Poked up
something
there.
happen. The Braum goes down. Braum putting in so much work here. Silver Spade tanks the tower, ends up going down the Titan's Wrath. Not a lot to keep him alive. Boy with Apples finds himself seismically shoved back into tower range and drops. That's a double kill for Lethal Intent.
Yeah, pretty aggressive. I like the angle. It just was not fast enough.
And all out comes here. The Insanity Potion popped for Briar's dog Dyson, but it is not enough to escape that third and Tofo strike from the Cassante. Redwater finding himself seismically shoved as well, is going to use the Spirit Rush to dash away. As Tiny Shoes makes a roam happen in the mid lane, while Lethal Intent picks up a solo plate in the bot lane. It's going to be basing with 1,700 gold.
Yeah, just making his presence known. The double buff Braum is kind of a menace.
Double buff Braum is kind of a menace. Like I said, I mean, that's like the power of the Braum, right? Like, they make this happen here. The Unbreakable puts down so much work. The Glacial Fissure knocking up Sethi, really preventing a lot of, like, that, I believe the third auto attack there for the knock up onto Lethal Intent just wasn't able to go through because Sethi popped immediately.
Oops. Looks like it to be a 3v3 out here for the bot lane. Most
Yeah, it's starting
most
to
of
look
Red
like a bit of
Summoners
a...
are up.
The dredge line comes through onto Angel here. The Unbreakable goes down. The Weaver's Wall able to weave Tactical Pork Chop into this fight. Lethal Intent goes on a rampage, taking down Silver Spade. This is looking like a decent enough fight for the
Sante's here, man.
side of those who mine. However, the teleport from Bear coming through, Breadwater finding a sneaky little charm onto Angel there, picks up a kill on the back end as they hunt Tactical Pork Chop. The Seismic Shove able to knock away Sethi, but not able to knock away Breadwater. The charm connects. Breadwater comes through with a little bit of help from the Killer Instinct from Boy with Apples.
And this greedy pathing leads to two deaths.
Yeah, super heads up play from the Gunkers there to hunt for those kills, sort of suspecting that something would have happened. Cade able to pick up a few plates here in the top lane, which is not nothing, but it's on a singed. So, and it's also Cade, who is
Oh,
still
learn
finding
to
himself
not
on the
use
wrong
flip.
end of these Intofos. However, able to flash away from the
Flash.
dredge line, and I think the Insanity Potion move speed is going to get him away. A quick little dance for the memes there, as Lethal Intent tries to get some thing happening down here.
Yeah, it looks like still Blue's game. The gold lead was pretty significant before that dragon fight, but now it's kind of evened out. Just 1,000.
Which, like, that's pretty big, right? Like, being able to even up the gold lead like that.
Never
Cade
mind.
going to find himself in a difficult situation. The Ignite coming through, the flash from Bear. I believe the damage over time is not enough to make something happen. Bear finds himself another
4,700
solo kill.
HP, 1 million armor, 1 million MR, 6 dashes. What can you do?
It's hard to compete against that.
Can't beat the 40% winner at Champions. It's too hard. What do you think of the mid matchup so far? Do you have has it lived up to the hype?
I think like these two players are just, they're both very knowledgeable about the game and both very knowledgeable about these matchups, right? So Breadwater picking the Ahri sort of knows, maybe Tactical Porkchop, a bit of a Taliyah enthusiast. The Taliyah with the Unraveled Earth or whatever it's called makes dash champions really difficult, and Ahri being like the quintessential dash mid laner. That's tough with the Seismic Shove coming through into the Raveled Earth. The Stormbringer
nice
comes
ult.
through to shut off that tower. Boy with Apples finds himself on the
Almost
wrong
there.
end of the threaded volley. Redwater trying to make something happen. The Charm ends up connecting onto Angel, who goes dangerously low, but the Orb of Deception not enough to take him down. Briar's dog, Dyson, is vacuuming up a lot of pressure here, but Bear is vacuuming
Oh.
up the kills. Except,
Lives on 1 HP.
perhaps...
Yeah, you gotta go for the next wave.
Yeah, you
Respect.
got. I mean, like, what else are you gonna do?
Dominating.
Yeah, I think both mid laners have been very proactive in making plays, and it's great to see here. Like, you really see their skill out on display. Breadwater making things happen. Tactical Porkchop responding to a lot of the fights bottom, and is able to sweep up a lot of the kills. I think they're both key parts for their teams tonight, and there's really no gold advantage one way or the other.
Yeah, I think you're sort of seeing what makes these two laners so important, right? They're both making it to plays, right? Like, but there's only one of them has died, and they've only died once. So, like, the fact that this game is so back and forth, and that there's so many kills, and that the mid laners combined have one death, sort of goes to show you that, like, these are two players who bring a lot of value to their teams. As Bear Force looking to try to get this tower down and is going to be
Yeah.
able to make it happen. Cade.
To be fair, Cade the Miner is being touched a little bit. 1 in 6.
Yeah, there's certainly
A lot
there are
of
some
Cold
federal
Lead is on
crimes happening in the top lane
content.
here.
Bear is doing a lot of crimes.
Bear is on a list for what's happening here. However, finding the turret. So, could be worse. The all-out coming through, turning those Intofos into dangerously sharp blades as the knockback comes through, but
Barely
the
living.
ground is enough to keep Cade alive. What is that called? Mega Adhesive. That is uncreatively named.
It's an interesting little champ. Let him do simple stuff, you know what I'm saying? If Cade is able to keep Bear here for a really long time, this is super helpful for the miners. No mana,
the
has to
speed
back.
from the cinders there. Yeah.
If Cade can stop his back one more time,
The Weaver's Wall coming through is going to turn off the retreat attempts from the side of the Gunkers here. Angel going forward, Lethal Intent going dangerously low. The Crescent Guard keeping so much damage away from Sethi. Bear Force teleporting in. It goes godlike onto NX Angel. Tiny Shoes desperately trying to get away. The threaded volleys coming through is going to find himself dredge lined back into the team. The second Unbreakable not enough to keep him alive. Tactical Porkchop finding a 3-man seismic shove. Lethal Intent finding himself seismically shoved on his own side. And a triple kill comes out for Bear as Breadwater goes on a rampage, and Gunkers look to run away with this game after what looks like such a good engage.
yeah, crazy look. It was almost successful. Boys with Apples lives on a slivery HP, and Sethi's just able to tank everything. And then after that, they just clean him up.
Yeah, this game is looking very, very difficult for those who mine. If you're considering mining, it's tough,
Might want to go to a different mine shaft.
right?
This one's all gunked.
Getting a lot of... It's a vicious image.
Slime chunk.
Banger reference. Bear's potentially finding themselves
look at
in
the
a very
photos.
difficult situation, able to get away from the seismic shove and go all out onto Tactical Porkchop, is able to find a kill. This champion is such a champion. Is going to find himself stunned up by the concussive blows, is trying to go forward into Lethal Intent, is maybe going to find the damage to get him enough to kill him, is actually going to find the kill there. There must have been a TP that was canceled
Stop,
somewhere along
yeah.
the way. Bear is making this happen. It was a 1v4. This is turning into a 4v1 as 4 members die from those who mine, trying to pick off one player from the Gunkers.
That's how you know Bear's a top laner. Stacking up the Natofo strikes and going over the wall. What a beautiful play.
Yeah, I mean, just so ahead, so difficult to kill.
Yeah, and the Gunkers playing really well together there. They saw that fight happen and immediately start running. And make it just in time to save Bear.
And I believe Redwater was looking to TP to that fight and found himself flung by Cade, who was trying to make something happen. So that could have got even worse, but looks like Redwater wasn't even needed.
Yeah, Kid unfortunately is a whole item behind, but
Which makes sense, right? I mean, it's 1 kill to 11.
yeah, it might be wallet diff. Let's see. Okay. So Baron and Dragon are gonna spawn on the same timer. But if you're the side of the miners, really you just pray that the Gunkers just start going AFK, I think.
A couple of missed Qs in the mid lane from the supports here. This is where I would hit Mastery and spam Dance or something like that.
Yeah, Tanishi's been really, really far
Ooh,
out.
the Dredge Knight hits the wall here. The Unbreakable goes down. The Weaver's Wall able to
Bear's
come in
cut
and
off.
is cutting off Bear Force. Silver Spade finding himself in a difficult situation. Is able to flash away
Nice
from the
flash.
Seismic Shove. Lethal Intent and Tiny Shoes find themselves in the grave again. Redwater trying to go forward onto NX Angel here is going to force the Stormbringer over the wall. The Charm comes through, and Sethi is going to be able to there to help him pick up the kill. The Mega Adhesive goes down and is going to peel the mid-jungle duo away from Cade, who goes back to that top wave as Bear joins up with their bot lane to siege the mid lane. Oh my god, the Dredgeland comes through onto Tactical Pork Chop, the Seismic Shove, not enough to keep him alive. Another kill to the side of the Gunkers.
Yeah, it feels a little too late. All these fights, it just feels like the miners don't have enough damage with the Lucian Braum. Talia doesn't get a good angle, then and doesn't one-shot them, then I really don't think they can win the fight.
Bit of a gentlemanly gaming happening in the top lane here.
Les, if you're in chat, asking when BYOBs can be brought back. Sounds like Cade's not loyal to the rats. That's a little interesting.
A little unfortunate.
I'm saying if I was on Panther Core, I'd be loyal to Panther Core. Just saying.
Low key. We can make that happen.
I'm gonna be washed though next season.
I mean,
I can guarantee you that.
yeah, but like, it's me, you know? Like, I've been washed since I started playing.
That's fair enough. It's called. Yeah, the inhib being down mid lane is not that bad for the miners, but it is a little annoying because they are gonna have to guarantee mid prio before even walking up to this dragon.
Yeah, it's super tricky.
And next angel might be caught out. Nope, and just walks away.
Oh my god, the Killer Instinct coming through. Boy with Apples looking for the solo kill is able to make it happen.
Great look, and the TP2 to round it off.
NX Angel finding himself in a dangerous situation. Sethi the Wind becomes lightning coming through. NX Angel is trying to use the Storm Spitter to get away. Flashes over the wall. It's not enough. The damage comes through from Sethi. Redwater finds himself seismically shoved over the wall. It keeps his KDA alive as Bear Force goes legendary.
Yeah, the Gunkers really able to just play however they want. They're able to look anywhere on the map. You could see the confidence of Void the Apples hitting the Void Seeker, going in with the ultimate, like no fear at all of the enemy team. They just control the entire map.
Yeah, the miners needed parental consent to win this game, but Big Daddy Bear said absolutely not, and is going to try to take down the Nexus. Lethal Intent trying to make something happen, finds a kill onto Breadwater to put
1000
a kill
shutdown
onto that champion. That shutdown is not nothing, but the Gunkers are gunking all in that shaft.
It's everywhere. GG.
JJ. This is looking to be an exciting season for Haddle Season 2.
Yeah, very, very exciting games. I really like the competition this time around. And we have 10 teams. Super exciting.
Yep, it's going to be good stuff.
Thank you for joining me on the cast. You don't have to stay for another one, but if there are more games, I'm not sure if there are more games.
Stay for another one. Oh, there's a big group.
Actually, all the games might be done, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you a lot. Shadows Cast.
Shadows Cast. It's good to link it back up with you. Both of us no longer in Haddle for different reasons. You because you ranked out, me because I decided, you know what, beginner's luck. Maybe I'm not gonna tempt fate again. So, plus if I can't play with you, then is the game even worth playing?
Fair enough.
Well, so I guess that's all. That's it for all of us, huh?
Yeah, it looks like there's one more game I might try to catch the tail end of, but
Well, it's bedtime for me because I'm old. Yeah, it was fun to join.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, good night.
Thanks. All right, I lied, actually. I'm a straight liar. I can't spectate because it's a blind pick, I think. Oh, wait, can I? No, I'm a double liar. We're going to catch the Bandits last game. Let's see who it's against. The Bandits versus Smite Club. Oh, my game crashed. My bad game. It's like they're already 30 minutes in, but we'll be able to catch some of it. Alrighty. Let's jump right in. A very precarious position. Bandits have half the kills of Smite Club, but they did just get the inhibitor. Looks like one fight led to them coming back. Let's look at these team comps. We got Twitch Ziggs, Briar. Why do we have Briar?
Already beat you to it, Zelius.
What's up?
Hello, I'm here to cast with you.
Hey, welcome.
I
Zoo,
saw that you're
welcome.
lonely. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
I'm like, yeah, no problem. What?
Yo, we have Elias.
You're...
TSM God Alive going in on Coach Pizza, but Coach Pizza just fast as fuck. Zigzalt hits, takes half his HP, but Coach Pizza said, I'm not about that. I'm going home.
Thank God for Coach Pizza.
Honestly.
SMC.
I heard he played LeBlanc.
Did he? Did it go? Did it do well?
Up 12 kills, but the gold is dead even.
Have you guys been watching this game? Is there anything you know? Why is it only 30 kills?
No,
Oh my God.
I feel like... I see.
Charmweaver going under the tower, getting Vladimir very low, but he will live thanks to the Sanguine pool. Papa Doge coming to one-shot the tower. living off of the merit of TL APA, and he'll lose the game in classic fashion.
And Twitch full health.
Twitch full health, Yuumi is the best friend of Twitch. Rats and cats get along very well. They entertain cats. Cats entertained, good time, means they don't step on your tables, get hair everywhere. However, Elder Dragon is alive. So who do you think's going to win this game?
It kind of looks like Bandits are in the driver's seat right now. Twitch is might be Thanos.
Twitch with the cat is there. Also, like the thing is, if they get a clean ace, like Ziggs is gonna two-shot every single tower, right? And the inhib open through top.
Yeah, they're really just gonna look for the fight here instead of the dragon. I don't think you can even look for the dragon ever.
I will say though, I do think it's a blunder for Bandits to give Unwanted Soul Jarvan 4. Because I've had 2 interactions with Unwanted Soul in my whole life, and they only lasted 1 message. And even I know he's a Jarvan one trick.
Yeah, that's true.
Little crazy.
His name on Discord is literally Jarvan 4.
His profile picture on Discord is Jarvan 4.
Yeah, it's like the Bandits didn't do much scouting.
I blame the mid laner.
Yeah, I do too. Hey, but they
See
get,
what I mean though? Look at that tower. Bot
yeah.
T1, gone. Gone. You blunk and you missed it. I think blue team could just force the drag.
Yeah, looks like they wanna fight off the Twitch ult though. So I kind of don't think they can really go wrong here.
Come on. It's a good thing that red team has Chemtech Soul, aka the most useless one.
Yeah, all those kills going to good objectives. Sure, if you're red team, you're very happy about it. Oh, Jarvan fight. It's a great peel from the Gnar.
Jurith going in on the backline. Maxim though, Sivir Lulu just doing what Sivir Lulu does, and Jurith going down. God Alive has to try to get it as well, and fucking Twitch is dead. It's all in SMC's favor.
Oh.
I don't even want to know what SMC stands for, but TSM God Alive going down as well.
Yeah, I don't even know what just
Now the
happened.
question is-
I looked at Briar and Twitch is dead. Oh,
Can a Yordle and a Kitten clutch up? Yes, they can. Coach Pizza going low. Will Coach Pizza die? No, not quite. However, if I've learned one thing, okay, Season 3
Yeah.
of the LBLCS Finals, I actually lost. Or sorry, not Finals, Semifinals. I lost because we lost Elder Dragon to a Ziggs ult. So if there's one champion in the game that I trust to steal it, it's Papa Doge on the Ziggs.
yeah, they're not gonna even try it. They're just gonna go Baron.
They can't even. And I guess that's why it's in the Bandits in the wheelhouse, right? I mean, Ziggs alone is just enough to turn them away from the Elder.
I guess it's a trade in draft though. I don't know how this draft progressed, but Papa Doge gets Ziggs, Jarvan 4 gets Jarvan, or Unwanted Soul gets Jarvan.
Yeah,
Feels like a fair trade.
This whole evolution is interesting. Now, I have to ask. I've coached Jurith for 2 different teams across 2 different roles. Was the Maokai banned?
I have no clue.
Because
What would you say if it was?
If it was banned, then I kind of get it. But I never, when he was jungle on one of the teams I was coaching, I never wanted to see him off of Maokai or Mumu because he was on a team called the Naughty, what was it? The Nice Narwhals. And fun fact about that team is he jungled, and when he was on a Mumu or Maokai, they had a 100% win rate.
Oh my god, what's going on?
And when they were on anything else, 0% win rate, including the Briar. Now, red team has the Elder. Vladimir with Elder.
With
One
Briar ult.
shot. About to get waste. Papa Doge dead. Never mind. Twitch kiting. Huboy goes down. Shut down from Papa Doge. On the backline, Maxim is kiting down Jurith. Maxim on a rampage, but there's so much damage coming down. Stormweaver gets the Karma. Gets the Vladimir. Gets Unwanted Soul. Coach Pizza going down next saying, fuck you, Rat. But the Rat is on the attack. Maxim trying to recall. He will get away. Coach is not going to follow. They're just going to go for the inhibs. But honestly, this could be an end. It's just Maxim against the world. 20 seconds on Unwanted Soul. And again, like, Ziggs can one-shot these Nexus towers. However, Maxim is going to have insane wave clear with the Elder. The Elder
for
plus Sivir combo. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, incredible
Charmweaver,
back
though,
and forth
going
these
for it.
last 3 minutes.
It's been something, all right. They're just backing off. I believe in the industry we call this bitch made, but it's okay. Unwanted Soul respawn.
Oh, wait a minute. Step too far.
Holy
that
shit,
might be game.
Maxim getting shut down, and that is what happens when a jungle main plays ADC. Is you think you have 2k HP, but you don't. You're vulnerable. And now Bandits stealing away the Baron just like they're stealing away this game. At one point down 25 kills, 3 to 4 dragons, and 1,000,001 other objectives.
Yeah, who needs
Here
them?
we are.
Oh, check it steal. Oh!
No. Oh, Twitch getting it. Charmweaver. Charming Unwanted Soul to not smite at the right time, and now he's down for a minute. This could be a good push.
I don't
How
think-
do
I
we
don't
have a
think,
custom
Barry even
overlay, by
smited.
the way?
This is a league broadcast.
Oh, somebody else is streaming this.
What do you mean?
What is this?
What are you talking about? The overlay?
Okay. Yeah, the overlay.
It's league broadcast. It's like the tool
Sure.
name.
All right, guys, if you like league broadcasts, subscribe. Every subscription will really help the High Alert community towards getting to the LTA North guest spot.
True, one step at a time. ACL first though.
No.
What do you even do if you're red team here? I feel like you just twiddle your thumbs.
FF.
Yeah, Twitch is pretty unkillable here,
No,
and it
real
feels like
talk,
every game's over.
Vladimir does have flash. And if there's one thing I know about level 18 Vladimirs with flash, it's that they can get a pentakill pretty easily.
Yeah, and they have the Sivir to speed him up, but it's really hard to find an angle.
Also though, low key, Vladimir's like the only one on this team that actually benefits from the Chemtech Soul.
That's true.
Not sure I'm feeling his build though. Like I think now that he's got 6 stacks on the Medjais, I'd sell that shit. I'd get another AP item. You know, like I don't know what I'd get, but a different item would be great. Shadow Flame, and then maybe sell the boots and get Sorks as well. You know, like when you're the only real AP on the team, you really should just be indexing into damage.
Yeah, for sure.
But what do I know? I'm just a substitute.
Hey, you're the go, man. Don't sell yourself short.
I'm not short. I'm 6'2". I bench my weight.
How much do you weigh?
Let me check. Before I started drinking beers
wait.
tonight, it was 212, but I might be at 215. But Papa Doge going in fucking 1v9, but 1v4
Wait,
on
Twitch?
Ziggs, not a good idea. Huboy gets the shutdown, but then Charmweaver going in. Double kill for Huboy. Messy fight Jorth going in as well, but his teammate's already dead. Can he clean anything back up? He won't. Going on Unwanted Soul, but he just gets fucked. But on the top side, T5M God Alive just going for the base solo. Everybody starts backing. Huboy's running away. TSM God Alive saying, no, I can't do this. Says Genesis Karma Top, aka I believe his name was Goblin something 69 in the past. Doesn't, you know, scares him away. And now Unwanted Soul and Huboy on the push bot. And says Genesis walking towards T5M God Alive saying, you won't back to stop this push. Maxim down there too. This could be the end for SMC. Yeah, I mean 10 seconds on Papa Doge and Twitch. I think, and again, T5M God Alive does get out. It's gonna be the inhib and they back up. But Elder spawning. This game is coming down to the wire. Duolingo Owl. Well, we have 10 seconds of downtime before anybody gets picked, though. Question for you. What language did you attempt to learn on Duolingo before ultimately giving up and then just using the name as a shitpost? Did you know Duolingo is actually one of the only language learning apps that uses AI to generate their prompts, which is why it's so shit? Speaking of shit, Coach Pizza in trouble, but he lives, and ultimately, Twitch ult, not for fun. So how long were you casting solo, Owl? Thank goodness that I came down here to save your life, just like Unwanted Soul is going to save the lives of SMC going on Papa Doge, but he W's him away. Perfect cancel. Definitely an overreaction. But come on, if you were a Ziggs, you'd be scared too. Red team, SMC going back onto the Elder Dragon, posturing, getting the vision down. Bandits, though, doing what bandits do, getting ready to go invisible. Again, the cat and the rat, ready to make a Dr. Seuss novel out of the enemy team. Going to go invisible. Papa Doge walking over. Not super healthy. Black screen. Elder Dragon still fully healthy.
Yeah, they're gonna say
Baron's
fuck
spawning soon
Elder.
as
They're
well.
just
Will
gonna
we see the
push.
trade? I wonder if they'll just say fuck it and go on the Elder. They're gonna say fuck it. They're just going on the Elder. It's gonna be a base race. It's the Elder. The Elder's going down so fast though. Will they start the recalls right away? Can they just end? We'll have
Just
to
teleport.
see. It's Maxim. There's no Ziggs, but the TV's
Simmer
coming
ult.
out actually. T5M God Alive coming back to the base. The next tower goes low. Unwanted Soul goes in, wastes the EQ. Papa
It's
Doge
gonna be
ult coming
close.
out.
It's gonna be
Next tower's
close.
going so low. Big Gnarl. Big team fight coming in. Elder, Nexus, half HP. Everybody getting ace though. Coach Pizza getting low. Sigenesis is going low. Only 2 left. Twitch ult coming out. Everybody dies on the side of SMC. Full ace, 60 seconds on the clock. No waves, but can they push to end? Are Bandits coming away with this game? Back against the wall the whole time.
I can't believe they stole
47
that.
minutes in. Pulling it off. Catching the dub. Saying, fuck you, SMC. We're going for your Nexus. Beautiful plays all around. Now, it's interesting. You know, T5M God Alive. I can only assume he's a TSM fan. You know what TSM would never do? TSM would never win the Dragon for Nexus race. But this time, here we are. The Gang Squad winning. Papa Doge TPing in. He's going to one-shot the Nexus. And that's going to be the Bandits stealing away this game. Just like 100 Thieves, Bandits winning a game they had no right to win.
Let's go. Goodbye, Sillies. All right. It looks like that's all of our games wrapped up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.